Oh, dear.
3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to episode 45 of Oh Dear, presented by Beau's Bar and Stage, coming to you for the very first time from Communal Creative Studios in their brand new location at Parkland Audio in Gasoline Alley. Very excited to be here. We'll chat more about the new space in a second because it is very nice. Before we do that though, a huge thank you to our episode 45 sponsor, the Alberta Food and Beverage Expo, which is coming to Red Deer Saturday, April 5th. A huge event every year. This year it's going to be bigger than ever. So we have event organizer Chris Meilleur joining us in just a little bit to chat about that. I know you're very excited.
How did we land him?
I just threw your name around.
Okay.
Like, you guys have the Ryan Lund on your podcast.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. And of course, a very special hello to our viewers. I don't know if it's plural or not, but either way, on Rogers TV, and our apologies as well, which you probably don't care. Just our apologies to Rogers having to run reruns because we haven't put out a new episode in a little bit. 2025 has gotten a little bit away from us, but we're back. Hopefully a little more consistent this time. But I mean, it would be honestly, who knows?
Yeah, don't worry, Rogers. We're putting out now.
That's because you've had a little bit to drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a lot off the hop. I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to Oh Dear. We don't know why you keep listening, but we're glad you do. Unfortunately, no Dustin or Walsh tonight. They couldn't help us break in the new studio, which at least means Dustin won't be putting any new dents in the roof, which is good news for CCS. But still have a pretty not bad crew with us tonight, starting with the guy who's really benefiting from everyone else's flakiness. He got a lot of turns at the table in the old studio, but now he gets to be back to being a couch person, but still the same as everyone else because we're all couch or chair people now. The athlete Kevin Strybosh, welcome back.
Thank you. This is great. It's a beautiful place. I don't want to reveal where the old studio was, but the outside is also very nice compared to where we used to be. But yeah, we're in the middle of fake spring right now, which is great. Mm-hmm. Got to go outside running a little bit. But yeah, I'm back to dealing with people with terrible path etiquette. So
yeah,
it's been a frustrating start, but nonetheless, at least it's sunny.
Just shoot them all.
A smile. Kill him with kindness. All right, saved you on that. Now I don't have to cut that part.
Okay, good.
And hey, we may even have this guy for a full episode, but maybe not because he's already looking at his watch. But Andrew Russell, sorry to inconvenience you.
Yeah, I've got some important stuff going on. Some big deals cooking.
Well, I mean, that's good, but you know what? You're here for the full time this time. That's it. How's everything going?
Pretty good, kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
And hey, you're back on the couch. Well, you're always on the couch, but with someone you haven't been on the couch with in a long time. After one episode absence, coworker Aaron back with us. Aaron, I know better than to pump your ego, but I really need you to carry this whole podcast tonight, I think. So I'm going to tell you, we had several comments from last episode that you were very much missed not being on there. None of those comments were from anyone in this room.
That's so nice.
But still, yeah. So
I'm so pleased. I'm happy to be back. I'm very happy to be a couch person again with you, Andrew. It feels like returning to our roots. Yeah, this is going to be good. I've already had some rum, so here we go.
Aaron, can I just say you look adorable tonight?
Thank you. I feel very evenly lit.
we spent a lot of time. We already did our interview, and Aaron asked a complete stranger, do I look adorable in this light?
No. I was asking Riley and I was begging him to just tell me I didn't look terrible. And all he did was compliment his own lighting. I even noticed his haircut. He couldn't even say I looked fine.
I think you asked, Riley, do I look beautiful? And he said, you look well lit.
Which is just a compliment.
Yeah. He was referring to the alcohol.
That's it. Honey, does this dress make me look fat? You look very well lit. Yeah. That's a very diplomatic answer. Hey, let's skip ahead and say thank you to Riley from Communal Creative Studios for hosting us at this great brand new studio. Ryan was here earlier, also sporting
hair
a great
looked
mullet.
Great. Yeah.
But congratulations, Riley, to you and Ryan, everyone at CCS on the big move. Studio looks amazing, and we're very excited for all of the weird things we're going to get to do in here. Oh, and Ryan Lund is here too.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the intro. Happy to be back. It's been a few months. Fuck off, Andrew.
Yeah, you got to get used to the new mic. You got to be vigilant with the mic stands now. Yeah.
I'll echo Kevin's sentiments. This new studio looks way nicer than the old one. A lot roomier, temperature controlled, which is nice. And yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans we can get into here. So I'm really looking forward to what we can create in this space.
To be like, let's be fair though, the old studio was very good to us. We appreciated it a lot, especially compared to doing Zoom podcasts in everyone's basement. But big upgrade that we definitely don't deserve.
Hold on. No, I think we do deserve it. We've been doing this for a while now. We are Red Deer's #1 podcast.
That doesn't mean we're good.
No.
Well,
but
we're Red Deer podcast.
yeah. So we should get the best studio, which I do think we have.
Yeah.
That's true.
And hey, how about a shout out for Parkland Audio, just because they are like maybe some of the greatest people in Central Alberta. I think I know Riley, you guys are obviously very grateful to share the space with, or for them to share the space with you. So hey, if you ever need audio things, Parkland Audio, you guys can use that slogan. All right, let's move into the Glad game.
How gross are you today?
It's coming.
There you
Just
go.
relax. I'll get there. It's a process that you guys could not keep the standards up, and they are
They're not as
low.
gross as you.
Yeah.
I got rid of the extra brought to you buys and all of the ad reads this time.
Oh,
so
yeah, that threw me off big time.
No, it's fine.
Brought to you by.
You can't just read what's in front of you. You have to.
Oh, maybe you can.
All right, the words off
Mr.
the page.
Literacy over here.
I like that nickname.
Yeah, I do too.
Mr.
actually.
Literacy.
Yeah, I can read.
Oh boy.
The wiggle helps. Did you guys do the wiggle first?
I've done the wiggle.
Gotta
Yeah, I've
get your
done the
whole
wiggle.
body in. All right. The Glad game is brought to you. You did not get rid of
Did I miss one? Okay, I got rid of it in one of them.
You just read what's on the page.
I just had to call that out.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there's two of them.
She talks a big game till she has to perform.
You know,
Yeah,
if
that's
you looked
fair.
at this before right now.
I
you
did.
would-
I looked at the sponsors, but I didn't read in its entirety.
We need
'cause I
Mr. Literacy to proofread this for me. Yeah.
The Glad game is brought to you by Hebe Beauty Bar, helping you become the most confident and vibrant version of yourself. With a team of dedicated medical aesthetic experts and a wide range of proven services and treatments, Hebe can help you work towards your beauty and anti-aging goals with pride. Book your next appointment today at hebebeautybar.ca. Not perfect, but it was fine.
Yeah. I've heard that a lot. Lund, a fun fact, I don't know if you knew this, Hebe Beauty Bar, they joined the Gutters Corporate League this year too, which I think is pretty cool. They're just out doing everything everywhere in the community.
Yeah, I bowled against them in the past, and they're very competitive.
Yeah.
They're not very good, but they're very competitive.
I was going to say that.
Shots
exact same
fired,
thing,
shots
but I'm
fired,
glad.
yeah.
But hey, let's get into the Glad game. Kind of something different. Usually, a lot of times we talk about stuff that kind of affects anyone in this room, but I saw that Lindsay Thurber High School, I think it was last year, they started an esports team, so like gaming basically, which has taken off over the last I don't know how many years. But not only do they have this club now, one student in the top 500 in Canada and top 3,000 in the world, which doesn't sound great until I read that there's 90 million active players for this game, Rocket League, which I know Riley's a big fan of. It's a fun game, but I just thought it was cool to have, a little more outside the box achievements that for students. And like, you can make so much money doing the esports thing now and streaming. And I just think it's great for Lindsay Thurber. I don't know if any other schools in Red Deer have embraced the esports thing yet, but I think video games are great in a lot of ways. And I think it's proven that playing them as a kid, it improves your motor skills and maybe your literacy skills.
Well, depending on the game.
Yeah.
Some games you do actually have to do a lot of reading. I've never played this Rocket League before, but I have played other video games.
Oh, congratulations.
A little bit of a brag. Question for you guys. What game would you be able to be high ranked in Canada or the world? Like, what video game would be like your game of choice where you think you're one of the better players?
If the game was Skyrim and the goal was to decorate your houses well,
Yeah?
yeah. I didn't like doing any of the scary missions, but
So like you would play Fortnite and probably just build like houses.
I don't
do the same
understand
thing.
Fortnite.
I've started playing it. Like I know I'm way behind, but it's hard to figure out.
I did like Fable and Skyrim.
Oh.
Skyrim. I did a lot of time on World of Warcraft,
Oh, yeah, I played that for a few years.
but I loved having adorable animals follow me. Again, I don't want to raid dungeons.
Yeah, you probably had a couple sick mounts, so hey.
I sure did.
Yeah, you did.
Big white tiger.
Yeah.
I don't know if like for me, like game game I play. I actually just played Fable 3 all the way through like a couple months ago, but I don't know. That's not really a game you could be ranked on. I don't know. I don't think I'm that good at any particular video game, but we'll talk about it a bit later. But I know I'm better than Lund at Mario Kart.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, true. It's a new
you beat
year.
me last year.
New year,
Yeah.
new Lund.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I haven't played since, but I feel like I'm better. Just because I've thought about it a lot.
I also schooled some kids in 007 GoldenEye the other night.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I think,
Slap you to
I mean,
death.
I don't know. I played a bunch of sports games growing up. So, but like the kids nowadays that play NHL, like I'm not going to be even close to
No.
what they can do. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say like Tiger Woods or like PGA Tour.
No.
I got pretty good at those games. And I think if I like really worked at it, I could probably get pretty good.
You ever play a game?
You ever do anything fun?
No, I don't. No, I actually started playing Fortnite with my kids, just as like a bonding thing with my kids. And then also it started with me and a couple of my buddies wanted to play against our kids.
Yeah, just to show
But
them who was still boss.
I got like addicted to it to the point where like I was coming home at night and I was craving to go play
Yeah.
Fortnite. And so I had to like shut it off. Like I just completely shut it down and I haven't played it in like 3 years because
Oh, wow.
Oh.
it's super addictive.
It is,
and
yeah.
it's funny, like, you know, we limit our kids' screen time, but the amount of time that like they'll sit there and play video games for 8 hours. If untouched, they won't even move if you
Oh, yeah.
let them. Like it's insane
Yeah.
how addictive those games are.
Those developers are so sneaky. They
Oh,
always
yeah.
put in all those.
Well, and it's
Well,
brilliant
like
too
the
because
in-game purchases and stuff
Yeah.
too. That
Yeah.
the kid, like Minecraft. My 6-year-old nephew, like he started watching YouTube videos about Minecraft and then played it, and that's literally how he like learned to read.
There
through
we
video
go,
games,
yeah.
right? Like, and he was sitting there watching him play, and he's like, "This is obsidian. It's so and so, and this is the rocks." I'm like, "What? Oh my god!" So like, definitely circling back to this whole the esports team at the high school. Like, there's a lot of benefit to video games as long as you do have to manage your screen time.
Well, and kids can't do it. Like they
Yeah.
can't self-regulate. Like you have to, as a parent, help them regulate and go outside and see the sun, right? Like it actually makes me think back to when we were kids and like we'd take off on our bikes all day and just be gone for most of the day, right? Like, or you'd go out in the forest and
hockey.
play kick the can or
But
whatever,
where did
right?
that
Like,
get us? Ninja's making like millions of dollars a year on Twitch and all that.
Yeah, but there's only probably a handful of gamers that are making a living doing it.
all kids want to be YouTubers now. That's like,
Yeah.
you ask my oldest what he wants to be when he grows up. He's like, I want to be a YouTuber, Dad. And I'm like, okay, like you and 46 million other kids.
I know, but it's crazy how much kids watch YouTube. And I even tell my nephew, like my niece, they're like, "Oh, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, we watched your stuff. It's not very good."
They would never.
They just want all the lame like reaction, the videos that we watch. Be like, "This is terrible," but they just watch it's people reacting to stuff or talking over video games or anything like that. But
yeah, they just don't get it, man.
But I mean, I don't know. These high school kids clearly get it because I'm sure, like, they're join an esports team. You can make a lot of money. You can win a lot of money in tournaments. I remember a kid in my grade 9 class won like $25,000 in a Halo tournament. But let's put a bow on the Glad game because it's going kind of long.
Well,
we can
hold
revisit
on.
this and shoot.
Hold on. My game, since you guys all got to list your game, would have been Blades of Steel.
Oh yeah, you didn't say a game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not into all the new
I don't know what that
sports
is.
games.
It's a hockey game.
It's
on
from
Super Nintendo?
No,
Nintendo 64, right?
No, that's original Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Oh.
So was your favorite guy the fat guy, the medium guy, or the skinny guy? You had to get a good balanced team because the skinny guy was super quick, but the fat guy would just run him over. Like if the fat guy
Man,
caught him,
I played that so much.
he was destroyed.
I was good with any team. I figured out how to pass that game. I won so many Stanley Cups. I just liked all the celebrations too, where they're all just pumping their arms and
It's a
skating
classic.
around.
It's a legit classic.
Yeah. So anyway, that would be my game.
I don't know if you can play that on
No.
the internet, but
Oh, I'm sure you could.
No,
Actually,
you
could
can
now,
get them
actually,
on Switch. So Switch can actually download all the old like NES
sick.
and Super Nintendo and N64 games.
All right, so to wrap things up, congratulations to the Thurber students doing very well in Rocket League. And I do hope to see more schools kind of embrace the esports thing because I think it's, look at how long we just talked about video games. It's obviously something that can be very good for the students. Okay, so as mentioned off the top, which feels like a fucking fortnight ago, no pun intended.
You definitely intended that pun.
I actually didn't.
You did. There's no way you did.
Prove it.
Okay. I'll figure out how to prove it.
In the meantime, our feature interview is with a face that may not be familiar to Central Albertans, but you definitely know his work, especially if you've ever been to the Central Alberta Food and Beverage Expo. So without further ado, here's our chat with Chris Meilleur.
Oh, he's here now. Welcome, Chris.
All right. Well, our very first interview in the brand new Communal Creative Studios studio. I guess I could have just turned that into one word, but a huge, very exciting event coming up in Red Deer where I may not be saying things double, but seeing things double. The Alberta Food and Beverage Expo, and we have event organizer Chris Meilleur joining us. Chris, welcome to hell.
Thank you. It's warm.
Yeah. Chris, you said, first of all, you spent a lot of the day, I don't think anyone's ever done homework before, listening to the podcast, and you still showed up. So that's pretty impressive.
I was excited.
That may be the first time anyone said that. So thanks
Someone
for
who's
that.
listened
Chris.
before.
Listen.
Yeah.
I had to look in. I had to research who I was sitting with, you know?
Yeah.
You know, there's no chairs in here that we can break, it seems. Yeah. things like that.
So I guess before we get into the Food and Beverage Expo, which I think a lot of Central Albertans know about, just tell us a little bit about yourself, Chris, because you have this, the Food and Beverage Expo, Eat, Drink, Alberta, but you actually do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So I've been doing this for a long time. We have a company called Maybell Consulting. So we do large scale events across North America. Alberta Food and Bev is just one of the shows that we own. That's been going for 11 years now. And, you know, lots of concerts, lots of different things with celebrities, comedy shows, you name it, we kind of do it all. And this Alberta Food and Bev Expo is one of our babies that happens to be one of my favorite shows.
Are you guys involved with other food and beverage expos?
No, we just do this one. We do get hired out as consultants sometimes, but with Alberta, this is the only one. The one
Okay.
that we own, we kind of just stay there.
And so April 5th, it's a Saturday, 4 to 10 is the expo. Lund, I know you and I have both been the last couple of years. Aaron, I don't know if you've been.
I think I went once
And
when
even
I
and if you
first
don't
moved
remember,
here.
it means you had a good time.
Truly.
But it is, just tell us a bit about the event. Yeah, it's something everyone should attend, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Good. I just said your whole, well, thanks for coming
It's
today,
perfect.
Chris. Yeah.
Okay, time to go. So the show, well, we started this 11 years ago. The idea behind the show was actually to bring some of the liquor companies out to the secondary markets. So we do our shows in Lethbridge, Red Deer, Medicine Hat, and Grand Prairie at the moment. And then over the past 11 years, it's kind of transformed into something else. The show, basically, half of it is breweries, vineyards, and distilleries, heavy on the Alberta side of things, right? We have a lot of local Alberta distilleries and breweries that we love to work with. That is half our show. And the other half of the show is local restaurants, local food suppliers. And then giving those guys a platform to show off what they're doing different, meet the people that are on the streets, you know, like get to meet the business owners.
Yeah.
A lot of the business owners come and work the shows, which I love because you don't often get to meet them when you go to eat at the restaurants. It gives them that ability to just kind of meet everybody and see the people and have a good time and turn it into a big social event.
Well, it makes a difference too. I think when you meet somebody who owns a business and you connect with them, you want to support them because you're like, oh, Joe's a fucking rad guy. Like, I do want to keep supporting. And I think even with the podcast here, we've seen that with all the local businesses that have supported us and have become friends. There are places that we continually go to and want to support back.
Yeah, it's nice we always run into them there too. So it's always a lot of fun.
It is a really unique experience where it's like one of those events in Red Deer where if you've been in Red Deer, well, you know a ton of people there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually serving their best dishes and their best beers and whiskeys and vodkas. So for anyone that hasn't been, make sure you get a DD and
Yeah.
or a hotel room if you're coming from out of town. I'd say plan to spend a minimum of 3 hours there at least.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, Chris, how many different vendors are at the venue?
For the Red Deer show, I think we have probably about 140, 150 vendors that are making up a couple hundred 10 by 10 booth spaces.
Mhm.
Wow.
So it's like over 3,000 sampling opportunities.
I know last year I probably saw 40 or 50 and I felt bad because I missed out on so many.
When
But-
you had to leave for like a 6 a.m.
Yeah.
flight or something the next day and you still went out. So there's no excuse not to go.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it was a rough morning, but a rough flight, but I survived and made it to the airport on time. And no flight this year, so I'll be good to go.
You'll get the after party then.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, where is the after party?
We're doing it at the Red Deer Resort and Casino this year.
Oh, perfect.
So you can get a hotel room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lund will be there.
Yeah.
Is the after party at the blackjack table though, or else you may not see Lund?
I'll probably be with you at the blackjack
Oh,
table, but no, it's
Perfect.
gonna be on the other side.
So in the new event center.
Yeah, the new
right?
event center. Yeah. I was actually in there today having a look, and it's a beautiful room. So we're pretty excited to have the after party there.
Did you guys have an after party last year?
We did. So last year, oh geez, I'm confusing all the shows. I feel like last year, where did we have the after party? Toad and
Doesn't
Turtle?
matter. Lund wasn't invited.
Yeah.
Could have been Toad and Turtle.
Could have been Toad and Turtle. I think
Yeah.
it was Toad and
Yeah.
Turtle.
Toad and Turtle's not there anymore, so
No.
so
I
we
heard
can't
about
be there
that.
this year.
Well, it's not there. It's at the Red Deer resort and casino. They already have a venue, so it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, like, hey, good choice not going back there.
Well, and the thing about the after party is it's always a good thing, because I was just telling you before we were recording, London knows this. You end up with some extra tokens near the end of the night, and it's last call. So you just go to one place, you fill a table with little samples of beer. So you're crushing those, and then it's 10 o'clock. Well, I'm not going home now.
That's when the adrenaline hits.
Yeah, that's true.
But I have a new strategy this year too. We've always gone around 6, and to avoid like the big lines is I'm going to go at 4, try a lot of the food, go easy on the booth, and then like, you know, I don't know, around like 5:30 to 6:30, just take it easy, don't drink anything, and then go hard on the booze after that. So I can get the full experience, get the food in me early. And I know actually this year too, there is going to be some hydration there as well, some water, which is very important to the night.
Yes, it is. Legend Water, which is local Red Deer.
Yeah, we've got a couple cans right there, and the cans look amazing.
Don't look at Aaron when you're saying that. Like,
Well, look at those cans.
Thank you, Lund.
Yeah, you look adorable, Aaron.
Thank you. I'm
Well
very
lit.
evenly lit.
Yeah, evenly lit.
Evenly lit.
But and yeah, with Legend Water, right? It's there's a celebrity involved, and celebrities come into the event. Like you already said, this is probably the biggest one yet.
This is easily the biggest show that we've done in 11 years for this particular show here in Red Deer. And we do have a couple celebrities coming, which we're really excited about. I mean, Legend Water, we'll just get that one going right now. So Alex Ponovic, he is starring with Anthony Hopkins. He's been in a whole bunch of movies, and his childhood best friend James, he's partners with, and there's a few guys that are a part of Legend Water, and it all comes right here out of Red Deer. My first meeting with these guys a few months ago, and he's going through, and because we do a lot of celebrity work as well, this water is the water of Hollywood sets. I don't know if you guys have been to their Instagram.
No.
Owen Wilson, Jason Momoa, like they've all got
Wow.
cans of Legend Water, and it's all coming out of Red Deer, which I think is amazing. So
And here we are using it too, just another feather in the cap of Legend Water. Yeah,
That's right.
Using it, drinking it. It's water.
That is pretty cool. You would never guess Red Deer's the celebrity water capital of the world, but now I guess we are.
here it is. Here
Change
it
the
is.
sign when you're coming in
Yeah.
off the highway. Yeah.
Well, and these guys are so quiet about it, and I'm not quiet about anything. So I'm like, no, we're going to shout this from the rooftops at our
Yeah.
show. So we're super excited to have them. And then we have another celebrity coming as well, Matthew Lillard.
Oh,
You know, so for those of you that have watched Scream or seen any of his movies,
yeah. Scooby Doo for like the little bit younger
without
people.
a paddle.
that's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah, I think that's my
Without
favorite.
A paddle.
13 Ghosts?
She's All That. He was Brock Hudson and She's All That.
Oh, I'd have to watch that
Certified
again.
Hollywood good guy and
Yeah.
still a mega babe.
So, Chris, how difficult is it to get into the venue if you are a business owner? Like, is there a waiting list, or is there space for new
Vendor?
businesses new vendors to show up every year?
With this particular show, there's always opportunities, because in the restaurant industry, these guys are dealing with a lot. They got a lot going on. So, you know, like we do home and garden shows. We own GameCon Canada, which is the largest in Canada.
Oh,
Those events, those guys are booking. Like there's like a 2-3 year wait list.
yeah.
For this event, people are always kind of getting in right at the end. So
Okay.
there's always opportunity, right? And we're always looking for the new restaurants and the new guys in town to try to highlight stuff. So,
Never mind, you can go down and sling some pizza.
Yeah,
there we
instead
go.
of-
Yeah.
Party
was
and have a
that
good
like
time.
a loaded question? Or do you have a pizza place?
I'm involved with a pizza and bowling place in Red Deer here.
The best pizza in Red Deer.
I heard this. I went in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you guys next year.
Yeah,
Because that's
good.
what I keep hearing. I keep hearing you guys have
Good.
got the best pizza in Red Deer, and I haven't tried it yet.
Even Reddit agrees.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Reddit
which-
doesn't agree with anything.
No.
I remember last year after me and Ted went, we were like, oh yeah, we got to get in there next year. And we just got too busy again. So next year I'll really get on
Yeah,
them.
this year, enjoy yourself. Next year,
Yeah.
you're working.
Sure.
Right.
What celebrity will you bring in?
Oh boy.
Ryan Lund.
We'll see who I meet down there this year.
Fair.
I'll invite him or her back.
So,
I like
Chris,
it.
jumping back to Matthew Lillard, because he has a reason for coming. He's not just coming to hang out, which would still be cool.
I feel like he likes me enough that he would do that. But no. He's got his own whiskey. He owns a distillery. Fine Familiar Spirits is the name of their company, and it's Quest End Whiskey. And they're doing another one called NPC. And because we're working with him on another event that we do, we helped to get his brand here into Canada. So the idea is that we're going to bring his brand in, show everybody this amazing product that he has, because it is really that good. And he wanted to come and be a part of one of our shows. And we said it had to be
Oh,
Red
that's
Deer.
awesome.
So
Is NPC, is that non-playing character?
you got it, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. part of the whole gaming thing. So he's really big into the gaming side as well. He's got another company called Beetle and Grimm, and they're actually at our other event. They're going to be doing the very first Canadian filming of Faster Purple Worm Kill Kill, which is a improv D&D, other celebrities. No one can win this, but they joke around, they have fun, a lot of camaraderie back and forth.
Yeah.
Is that where they play D&D like on stage?
On stage in a row, it's rigged. The boss and the whole thing is like everyone's going to die. But as they go through it and they're playing, it's a lot of joking and camaraderie. And the celebrities that are into this, the list goes,
Yeah.
It sounds like it'd be a fun thing to go. I never really played D&D growing up, but I think that'd be very entertaining.
And we haven't yet.
After like the D&D episodes of Community, I have desperately wanted to play.
Yeah, tons of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gaming world, obviously, like that's why GameCon is so big too. And maybe talk a little bit about that, because I know that comes later on in the year. And it's, was it in Edmonton last year?
Yeah, so we did our first year in Calgary the year after COVID, and we got bid on by 3 cities, Vancouver, Edmonton, and Calgary.
Wow.
Edmonton picked us up for 3 years. We finished our first year last year. Do we have Oilers fans in the room?
Oh, yeah.
One,
okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Probably lots listening compared to Flames fans. Though,
okay, because I'm a Flames fan, so don't hold it against me. But of course, the Oilers made the playoffs for the first time in 18 years, right on top of our weekend. It was tough, but we succeeded. And then that's going into this year, Father's Day weekend, June 13th, 14th, 15th. And it's 50,000 people.
Wow.
And the biggest gaming companies in the world, Hollywood celebrities, tabletop, video game, all of it.
You did say you're going to have a few games at this year's Food and Beverage Expo?
Yeah, we are. So we've actually got some fun booths happening. We got some VR experiences. There's Aurora Golf. The boardwalk is coming down. Some new places that have opened up here in town, and they're bringing some stuff for people to have some fun with. So there's going to be a little bit of gaming activation, and GameCon Canada may or may not make an appearance with something fun. So we'll see.
The most important question, maybe you can't say, will there be Mario Kart again this year? Because I won a lot of tokens off of Lunge last year playing Mario Kart. Yeah.
You guys just kept going to the line and coming through?
Yeah.
I think we did it like twice.
Yeah,
twice.
I played like 5 times, maybe only against you twice, but I don't think I lost.
Yeah, I don't think I won.
Yeah. Well, I've driven. You drive like you drive in real life. So
I don't want to damage the vehicle.
We'll see, maybe. I'm not sure yet.
I mean, I'm going either way, but that would just be a good plan. Or I'll find another way to win tokens.
It is nice taking a break from all the drinking and eating.
That is like, to sit down and just
to play a game.
And just drive after 12 beers.
Yeah.
It wasn't just to win the free tokens?
Yeah, basically.
Get more drinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just load up, yeah. It's a good way to save some money.
I would like to address the orange-colored elephant in the room and talk about possibly how tariffs and...
Oh, Donald Trump.
Yes, he's the orange-colored elephant in the room.
He's not here.
Our next guest. Can't believe we got him. He's been busy.
But how that may affect the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we were, I was talking with Ted about this before we started, and yesterday, Alberta has taken a stance to eliminate all U.S. products off Liquor Connect shelves. Mm-hmm. And for those of you that don't know, if any kind of liquor has hit your shelf or your hand, it has had to go through Liquor Connect. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they're not bringing any U.S. products in is putting a little bit of a hold on Lillard right now. He's kind of in a holding pattern because our good friend Matthew Lillard, his brand comes from the United States. So we're going to have to wait and see, and hopefully that gets lifted before the show. It could affect a lot of the other vendors. There's quite a few Canadian agencies that only bring in US brands, or a big chunk of their portfolio is US brands. Mm-hmm. So that means once those inventories are gone, they have nothing to do, no work. They can't, nothing to sell. We're watching it intently right now.
And who knows what's going to happen? Wow. Every day is a new day with this guy.
It's already been it's 3 different days. They're coming in. No, it's just auto. Now it's another 30 days. Who knows? But and then on the flip side of that, with pretty much every other vendor, I think this expo is great for everyone focusing on buying local and supporting Canadian, because that is pretty much where all these vendors are, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a good chunk of them. I'd probably say about 70-80% of our vendors are on the liquor side are local Alberta breweries and distilleries. We have some from Saskatchewan, some from BC. So it's very heavily Canadian driven. And then of course the restaurants are all local. Mm-hmm. It's all Red Deer and surrounding area. So
where do you think the furthest Canadian liquors coming from? Like that's going to be at the venue. Would
Nova
there be-
Scotia.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, we got some guys coming out from out east in
Okay.
Toronto. There's some from Toronto. And, yeah.
So
They got good booze out there. They got some good distilleries. Chris, I don't know if you could think of this off the top of your head, but I know you've been running all these events, obviously with liquor involved. Is there anything that you can say, like some of the craziest things you've seen? Anytime I've been there, I haven't seen anything really overly bad, but I'm hoping that you've at least seen something funny.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few things, of course. I mean, we have some stuff that happens. Our Grand Prairie show tends to be the one that gets a little crazier.
That tracks.
oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, for the most part, our show is pretty good because it ends up being a date night. You get a lot of husbands and wives, or you know what I mean. Like, so everyone's there having a really good time. You get the odd knucklehead that'll, grab a bottle. I had to spearhead a guy once that was trying to run out of the venue with a bottle.
Wow.
And so there's been a few things like that. It's usually just people being a little too tipsy and having to cut them off. I haven't really seen anything too crazy at this show particular, but
I mean, it's great for you, obviously, optically. It's just disappointing for us, story-wise. But hey, maybe Lund's going back this year. He's got no flight in the morning. Who knows what'll happen?
that could change.
Yeah.
What's your like no shirt policy?
I don't think I'm going to be one of those. I don't think I've ever been one of those guys that creates a ruckus. And,
Not a ruckus, but you
and
just do
breaks,
funny stuff.
Yeah, funny stuff's different than
Yeah.
causing damage or theft or throwing up everywhere. I'm sure that's happened a couple times.
You guys can wear those uniforms. I was doing research. The pickleball with Legend
Oh,
Water.
oh,
there you
yeah.
go.
Oh yeah.
You guys should come in full uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, London Dustin were like accidentally sponsored by Legend Water just because their pickleball pictures have their booth right behind them. And like, well, what about like mediocre at best water? That's something you guys should.
I'm going to
put
bring
your
that
name
photo
behind.
and give it to them and see if I can get a free Legend Water out of it.
Just frame it and sign it, and you might.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Sure, they'd love it.
Sign it and give it to them.
Yeah.
For sure. Give it to Alex.
Okay.
There you go.
We'll do.
I would like to circle back to the water for a second for people who are not watching us. It is in a can. It is canned water. It's got a great label, so it's very aesthetically pleasing, and also it's good water. So get into it.
Then you're supporting local.
Yeah.
You're supporting local and drinking the official water of Hollywood. Like, how much better does it get than that? And it is a little weird drinking it in a can. I think everyone said the same thing, but hey, it stays colder longer, which I like. And when you're at an event where like you get a lot of people when they're tipsy, like, oh, how come you're drinking water and not a beer? Without looking closely, it looks like you're drinking a beer. It's perfect.
Also, if you're concerned about sustainability, water in a can is better.
That's coming from our oh dear sustainability expert. And Chris, I know you're obviously have got to try so many different beers, alcohols, everything. We have to thank you. We didn't do this right away, but you actually came prepared with a bottle of rum. It's what is it?
Bamboo.
Rum. It's got like a nice pirate vibe to it, and
Smells like
yeah,
bananas.
it's a nice way to christen the new studio too, with some nice rum. It smells.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells amazing. Yeah.
All right.
So
Are we
Cheers.
Are we tasting
We're
it?
cheersing
Yeah.
and we're trying.
All right.
Cheers.
cheers.
This makes
Here's
great
to Chris for
podcasting.
bringing
Yeah.
this.
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. That's good.
That's
That's
smooth.
very nice.
That's
very good.
smooth.
That's a sipping rum.
And obviously they'll be at the expo, you said, so people. The
They will.
bamboo, make sure that's one of the first things you try. My goodness.
It's insane. I'm absolutely in love with this.
And it
I'm not
does
a big-
taste like a pirate
I'm
rum.
not a big rum guy, but like that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's that banana that just like makes it very smooth.
There's
and
no like
nice.
there's no like after you know how some alcohol you
Yeah.
get that aftertaste where it like stings.
Yeah, there's no burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This could be dangerous,
It's
Chris.
extremely
could be
dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Although speaking of sustainability, these compostable glasses not holding up.
No.
I thought that was good though. Like aren't
I guess.
glasses supposed to be compostable?
No, it's like a paper straw. It's just falling
Oh
apart.
yeah, but that's still good for the environment.
Yeah.
They're just for right now. Just drink your rum faster.
I don't want to. I want to savor it because
you're
it's
right. It
good.
is soaking through.
See?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. You could just chew on your cup after and get a little bit more
Well.
extra rum out of there. But
Do
so
I have
Chris,
to go get my car cup? Because I have a backup car cup
of course
too.
you have a Aaron has a backup car spoon. We found out on previous episodes. So
Because when they give you bamboo spoons at
Yeah.
McDonald's now for your ice cream, ugh.
Yeah, or those paper straws. Like,
yeah.
Ugh.
So, and these
Paper
are
straws
probably
don't-
the exact conversations that happen at these expos, right? Is you start, you try the rum, and then you start talking about this crap. So this is like the part of the experience right here.
Yeah. This is the start of the night.
Truly.
Chris, do you have a favorite drink that you like? Like, is there something that's caught your eye in the last couple of years?
Well, besides the bamboo rum, which was just a couple weeks ago, it's really hard. hard. I'm kind of all over the map. I love tequila. I love all of it. And so working this show, I get to try a lot. And before this, I was a liquor rep for about 8 years. So I've had my share.
Yeah.
And I start to get really picky. But Jesus, that's almost a loaded question. And there's,
You even have like a favorite type of alcohol? Then to narrow it down a bit. Like I know when I go to these events, like Lund, you're a whiskey guy. Usually you like to try those.
Whiskey.
And I like to try the scotches because I just wouldn't normally do that in any, like I don't like just go buy a bottle of scotch to try it. So I feel like that's the place to drink things you don't normally drink.
Yeah, that's my style. I like going out, checking out new whiskey places, and then trying like that moonshine place. Like I never drink moonshine, but I had to try it last year.
Moonshine is great.
Yeah.
which moonshine?
Oh, geez. They had all these different
They have
flavors.
the fire truck. They're local.
Why am I not thinking about it right
Booze
now?
Brothers.
Booze Brothers,
Yeah,
Yes.
Those guys
good.
are fantastic.
Yes.
Actually, Booze Brothers, biggest hangover of my life.
I know we did a lot of those.
Shout out to Booze Brothers.
I love it. I love their product. We went to when they first opened up, we heard about them. We went and visited them at their distillery, and he gives me a bag full of these miniatures. And there must have been about 20 or 30 of them, different flavors. And we went back and we drank most of them while sitting in the hot tub at the hotel.
Were they just
Big
like in
mistake.
like little plastic
No, just like little glass jars, like little miniatures.
miniature jars?
Yeah, miniature jars.
okay.
And I've never had a hangover that bad in my entire life.
Yeah,
it was insane.
it gets you because it tastes so good and they're perfect to shoot because they have all those different flavors.
Yeah.
You were doing a radio thing at the college in the summer. I had Kenzie with me and I bought some moonshine from them because they were there. They had all the samplers. My family loves moonshine.
It's good birdie juice too. It's a little harder to like shoot something out of a jar than a bottle.
Oh yeah,
or
it's
in a
perfect
shot
when you only
glass,
make
but-
one birdie around too.
Yeah.
Because that way you don't have to drink a whole bunch. Because could you imagine having to do like 8 shots of moonshine in a golf round?
No.
My
You wouldn't make
mother once got so drunk at a moonshine festival in North Carolina that she then bought a life-size cutout of NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip, and he lived in our house for like 10 years, scaring the shit out of anybody who went into the basement and forgot
That's
he was
awesome.
there.
But still drink Booze Brothers moonshine.
It's
despite
really-
that story.
It is tasty.
It's really good. And that's the best thing about this event is there's a lot of local places you don't even know about, right? Like Booze Brothers where you can go and try it. And I think that's where at the end of the night, that's probably the problem is that's where we go to spend our tokens because we know, hey, they got all these flavored shots. It's just easy, quick to drink. And
Yeah.
then,
And they're great.
Yeah, they taste good. And then
Yeah.
it's party time.
Like I always like when I go to these shows, you always go to your friend's booth. Like anybody that you know, you want to go support them, and then you just want to try something new. There's so many new places around Central Alberta, whether it's food or alcohol. So you're. I would like to see if anyone. Do you know anyone that could make it to all 140 different booths in a night? Like has anyone tried to do that?
No, and I wouldn't endorse it.
yeah. You'd have to like have a sip and then not finish the rest of your sample, basically. Yeah.
You'd have to spit it back out. Like
Oh, yeah,
you were
just like a wine tasting.
connoisseur of,
Yeah, I'll just bring a spit bucket.
Yeah.
Over at the Booze Brothers booth, the moonshine.
Yeah.
A little spittoon.
Okay, maybe not 100, maybe 100. I don't know.
Well, 'cause
100, maybe 50.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is that even though there's all those vendors, the liquor vendors, sometimes they're representing 5 or 6 brands at their booth.
Yeah.
So one booth could be 5 or 6 different.
No, I wouldn't. I would just do one. per
just
booth.
one. Just pick
yeah, I
one
wouldn't
from
try
every booth.
everything because that. Yeah, that
Are you
would be
including
way
the
too much.
restaurants? Because they're all doing signature cocktails too.
Oh god. I think at the restaurants I would do the food.
Okay.
And at the everywhere else I do the liquor.
Maybe we make this a thing and we follow and you go right at 4 and just see how many booths you. The reason why I don't think you can do it is you know too many people in Red Deer, and half the thing is that you spend 20 minutes talking to someone and then you're like, okay, like you're kind of nice, but I could have had 3 drinks by now.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to have any chit chat. It would be all business.
I would. They would know. They would know. I'm there for business. I think the thing would be just the hard alcohol, because even if you have a little sip of that, it's going to add up pretty quick.
Yeah.
If you don't yarf, you're not making it through the night. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, maybe I think 50 booths will be my goal this year.
Okay, we heard it here first.
booths.
Chris, you heard it. We're going to try and make it happen.
50
I'm going to keep an eye on you. We got the paramedics there and the firefighters are there, so we'll keep an eye on you.
I'll try and show. You're going at 4, Ted?
I may as well.
Okay, I think I'll come at 4 then.
Yeah.
Aaron, you coming at 4?
Fuck it, sure.
Yeah. All
But
right.
Aaron will go home at 6:30.
Yes.
That's the
Oh,
difference.
yes. I have no goals of hitting a certain number of booths.
We'll talk.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd love to set this up at the show. That'd be fun.
Hey, have you guys thought about doing any type of like
live
Q&A or like
entertainment.
what's the word I'm like bent
Like a hot stove?
hot stove?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we for this show it's kind of tough because everyone is in kind of such a party mingling kind of mode.
Yeah.
If we added another room and say did like maybe a stage
Mhm.
and some cooking classes, and then we could maybe get into like where people are interested in talking to somebody who's a brewer and how do you brew, but maybe not this show.
Yeah, I was just thinking like it would be fun to do, but we've even done like at Bows and stuff when people are drinking and they're not really listening. And then you don't bring your A game because you're more thinking, is anyone listening, as opposed to like, I
We
think
bring our
cooking
A game all the time.
cooking demonstration would be like something I would be interested in though, for that more so than like listening to us talk.
Well, we tried it. We brought Chuck Hughes one year from the Food Network to do a chopped, and it was cool. It was awesome, but people were like,
It's
eager.
not the vibe.
They
of the
didn't.
show.
They were like they would rather be on the floor sampling food and checking everything out.
Yeah, I think that's one where you don't need any form of entertainment other than some just like music coming through the speakers like low, right? Because that's that is your entertainment. Drinking, eating, talking to people, watching a guy try to steal a bottle of booze and get tackled. Yeah.
See me spear him? Yeah, no.
It would
Social
be-
event of the year.
So Chris, is there anything else I guess that people need to know, especially about the Food and Beverage Expo or even GameCon? Anything else that you have coming up? Because like we said off the top, you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of shows. For the Food and Beverage Expo, we're really excited to be working with the firefighters again. So they got the 50-50 going. And then we also added another charity this year, the Enbridge Tour for Cancer. So we have them there as well. And they're going to be looking to recruit teams. So yeah, we're excited for that. No, I think that's about it. I mean, we got celebrities, we got charity, we got amazing companies. coming
Booze
to the
and
show.
food.
Yeah,
Booze and
Lund
food.
going to at least 50 booths and
Exactly.
probably taking a nap in the middle of.
I'm just curious, like, I have no idea what number, but 50 sounds doable.
Does it?
Like 10 food booths is going to be a
8
lot.
drinks and it takes you 10 minutes to make a golf shot because you're turned around talking to everyone. There's no way you're not
golfing.
going to be able to talk to people at this
We're
event.
gonna have to put a sign on you that's like, "Don't talk, I'm working."
Don't talk, I'm working.
Don't worry, I'm more scared of you.
I'll just
Then
need
you
a
are
t-shirt
me.
where I can just tick off every booth I've.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys sell any t-shirts at this event?
Wow, we've been asked to do merch for a long time. We don't, and I just think it's because we get so busy, and by the time we think about it,
Yeah.
we're like, even now we're too close. But if we were to do it, and maybe we will one year, I'll come talk to you guys. But we have to have like cheeky, funny things that no one just wants to buy our logo. We gotta have something
fair.
funny.
I just need a shirt that lists all the vendors,
Okay.
and then I can cross out or check off.
I
the
like it.
vendor
I mean, we
showed
can
up.
still
Yeah, we
make
can get that
happen.
made. Let's do it.
Guess
I'll
we got
send
a
you guys
month.
the vendor list.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
You've got t-shirt connections.
I think the
Ted.
print will have to be pretty small if there's 150,
fine.
but yeah, let's do it.
Let's put them on there. Restaurants too, or just liquor booths?
Everybody.
Everybody.
You
Every year we should do that. And then 2025, 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kiss that body goodbye.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go to all the restaurants.
Well, I'm going
too.
to keep working out until that day, and then I'm going to take like a month off, I think.
Yeah,
So
recover.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. I've been to this event, I think 3 different times, and every year it's gotten better. So it's
Oh, we appreciate
one
it.
of the highlights of the spring for sure.
I'm gonna get a babysitter.
Yeah, you should.
It's a big day.
And hey, Chris, actually, he brought some passes to the show. We're going to give some away on social media, but we're going to do just for the people who actually take the time to listen to the podcast. We're going to give away 4 passes. If you hear this, just DM us on Instagram or Facebook with your favorite type of alcohol. That's it. It could
It's
be
gin.
it could be specific. It could be generic like gin. You can say all of it. Doesn't matter. Just DM us. Let us know that you heard this. You'll be in the draw for 4 passes, and then keep paying attention to social media too, because we'll give away some more. And if you don't want to wait, like passes are on sale now, right, Chris? You can buy them online, save a couple bucks, right?
Yeah, eatdrinkalberta.com. So if you actually buy them in advance, they're cheaper than buying at the door.
So what are the prices? Do you know off
Yeah. So it's $20 if you buy in advance, $25 if you buy at the door. But we actually have something, I haven't told anybody this yet. So maybe I'll tell you guys.
breaking
some hot
news.
Breaking
goss.
news. So we decided to do something new this year, and we created a new sponsorship, and we're really excited about it. And the official ticket sponsors.
Yeah.
So every person that comes through the door and buys a ticket, you are going to get an envelope that says gift enclosed from our sponsors.
Yeah.
And this year we have Moxie's and Original Joe's and the Boardwalk and Sunterra Market. And what you're going to get, I don't know the total value because I haven't totaled it up yet, but they're all giving away something, a massive savings, something free. So you spend
Wow.
money to get through the door. You're going to walk out with over $100 in free stuff
Wow.
to use at a
Holy
later
smokes.
date. And that's everyone that walks through the door. So we're really excited about that. And it's going to help take people back to those local businesses and
That's a really
keep
good
people going
idea.
out.
Yeah.
Also, don't sleep on the Sunterra Market cheese croissants.
Oh, I was going to say, they're obviously going to be there this year then, right?
Sunterra Market,
They're incredible.
Oh.
they bring their A game.
Yeah.
I think I
year.
ate 9 pounds of paella last
Yeah.
year. And that saved my night.
Yeah, that was
It
good.
So good.
Yeah, it was the year before. But that was last year too, actually. And they had the big cheese wheel.
Oh, yeah. It
And
was
they're spinning the
last
pasta
year,
and the
yeah.
cheese, like the fresh cheese. Like it's, next
I've
level.
100% called them to see if they have cheese croissants available because I have.
You call ahead before you.
Yes, I'm not driving down there if there's no
I
cheese
never even
croissants.
thought about calling ahead
Yes,
to.
no, I literally and I never call anybody. I will call them and be like, "Do
Hey,
you
it's Aaron.
have any cheese croissants?"
It's Aaron again.
Aaron speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. Call ahead.
They're
They're very nice.
Yeah, their sliders, their pork sliders are my go-to snack. They're so
good.
cheap too.
Yeah.
It's like $6.
Okay, Sunterra will send you a bill for this advertising.
Yeah, right. There you go.
No, they treat us really well. And they have like, I think one of the bigger booths too, right? Because they usually have like 4 or 5 different things they have going on.
Yeah, they've got like a great big, almost an island this year, about 6 booths, and they're
Can't
kind
wait.
of do like a horseshoe, and they got a ton of stuff going on. Yeah, those guys are impressive. They got a lot. I don't have one where I live, so
Oh,
when I come into
yeah.
town, I try to get there as often as I
Yeah.
can. So
The cheese croissants usually come out after 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Yeah.
cheese croissants.
Can you maybe send them? Can you bring like 1 box of cheese croissants to the
If
Food and Beverage
Sunterra
Expo?
Market wants to sponsor me
To
as their
eat.
cheese croissant spokeswoman, I'm probably available.
It seems like a terrible investment, but I still support it.
I just want to
Yeah.
eat a lot of cheese croissants.
So, Chris, obviously, with like a lot of reasons like to go to this, and we've talked about just a few of the things there. So, I can't see a lot of people thinking, "Oh, I don't want to go to that." Aaron said, a lot of people are going to start making plans now, and we highly suggest that you do because I think your tagline is the social event of the year, right? And it's
Yeah.
very correct.
Yeah, no, the newspaper gave us that tagline, and we've used it ever since out of Lethbridge. So, and actually, I can tell you one thing, because this is probably important. For those of you that are not drinking, there is a lot of mocktails, a lot of alcohol-free options at the show this year, which is great. And we have an app. So when you get to the event, you can actually download a QR code that will have big signs. You can download our event app, and you can put in what you're interested in. So if you're interested in vegan
wow.
or alcohol-free, it'll actually highlight all the booths that have those options.
On the app, is there a map?
So there's an interactive digital map.
Wow. Okay.
It's something that we've invested in and built over the past few years. Just for all the shows that we're doing, there's so many things, right? But in this scenario for Food and Bev Expo, it was actually built for Food and Bev Expo because it's like, well, I'm looking for vegan, I'm looking for gluten-free, or I'm looking for alcohol-free, or I'm looking for IPAs.
Yeah.
And then it highlights all the locations that have those offerings, so you can really pinpoint if you're extremely picky. But I recommend just walking around and expanding
See
your
what the
horizons a little bit.
vibes are.
It is
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
venue though. I
Well,
remember
especially-
walking around and
yeah.
then like forgetting where a certain booth was.
Well, and especially after a couple drinks too, where you may not remember it's easy to just walk by something. So to have the app is really nice. I think, even if you're not drinking, you can go just for the food alone
Yeah.
and have a great night.
100%.
Yes.
And mocktails are exploding right now. Like
Yes.
it's becoming
Yeah.
the new thing. So
That and like not the non-alcoholic beer. It's like I'm seeing more and more of that at restaurants and stuff too. So and it's actually good now. There's a long time it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Go
That's true.
fill your booths, whatever you want.
Yeah.
They've got.
All right, Chris, I'm sold. I'm in.
Let's do it, guys.
That was your toughest customer to get there. But Chris, we'll let you go. But thank you again for doing this. It was great to talk to you about this event because it has become such a staple in central Alberta and all over Alberta where you do all the shows. But and especially thank you for the rum. I bet you like Lund's going to find a liquor store that's open on the way home just to get a bottle of that.
I feel like
I don't think it's here yet though.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
It
yeah,
is?
it's the funny thing is it's been around for a while and just it kind of
This
popped up.
isn't the whiskey. This isn't the Matthew Lillard.
And that one's not American.
No, you know what? Probably
Caribbean?
Probably Caribbean. Yeah,
Caribbean? Okay.
I'm thinking, but
I read
know,
the back of the bottle.
I know they carry this.
Barbados, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think I have any rum in my liquor cabinet. So
Time to stock up.
yeah.
See, so you basically brought the Food and Beverage Expo to us in a small way where we try something and say, yeah, I'm going to buy that. Which, I mean, I don't know. I feel like after last year, there was like 4 things I went out and bought. So
Yeah, the bar is pretty high from last year, but from our talk today, I've got confidence you guys are going to exceed it.
Can I go
think so.
on a tangent that you can delete if you would like?
sure.
But I would just like to say, and we talked about this a little bit beforehand.
There's a lot of hand
Here we go.
gesturing going on
Yeah.
right now for those listening.
Sunterra Market, if you can bring the croissants.
I
Croissants.
Croissants.
Love it.
Elmer Fudd?
That's how the French pronounce it.
Well,
Are you French?
Croissant.
Well, I'm sure Chris can't wait to go now after. But hey, thanks for coming along for the ride. I'm glad you actually listened to a few episodes before this, so I think you knew what you were getting into. You knew this was going to go all over the map.
Yeah,
so.
I'm a fan now. There's only a few podcasts I listen to. You guys are going to be in that list now.
All right.
Perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I know you're going to at least listen to this next episode because you've got a vested interest in it. But we do really appreciate you coming in, talking about it, helping us and everyone get excited for the event, teaching us a little more. And again, to have some passes to give away is awesome too. So thanks again, and good luck the next couple of weeks. I know it's going to be a busy one for you, and we will see you on April 5th.
Can't wait, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Appreciate it for having me.
thank you.
All right. Well, thank you again to Chris Meilleur from the Central Alberta Food and Beverage Expo. We went all over the place with that interview. It was a fun one, though, and I think now everyone has a good grasp of really what this night is all about. I know if you've been there, I mean, you didn't hear much that you didn't already know, but also it's just nice to have kind of a new face, someone different in here to talk about something that is pretty big in Central Alberta.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to go to the show. I'm committed to getting a babysitter. I'm excited for the t-shirt we're going to make for Lund.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
No,
that's
I'm
a
all
great
in
idea.
on that.
Yeah.
I'll design it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Ted will print it.
I'll
Done.
wear it.
Andrew, what do you do on April 5th? Aaron needs a babysitter.
Yeah.
No, I need a drinking buddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, for Strybosh and Andrew who weren't there, Lund is going to try to cross as many booths. He's going to have all the booths listed on his shirt and cross off as many as he can.
He's
He
aiming
thinks
for
he can get to
50.
50. I don't think he can.
All right. You need a wingman, Lund?
How many
Yeah,
total
I'm in.
booths are there?
I think you said 140.
Yeah.
Ooh.
At first,
I think you could do 50. I think you got that.
But he
in you.
won't be able to talk to anyone, and I don't think he can just be like, nope, sorry, gotta go. He's too friendly.
I'll keep my RBF on and
Oh, yeah.
and we'll get you through,
True.
buddy.
I mean, so if I'm there for the full 6 hours, that's
You
like
might have-
eight and a half.
You gotta try to hit every food booth if you want to kind of cheat and cross some off.
Or
The food won't hit you as hard, obviously, as the booze will.
I'm worried about the hard. I think I'm gonna go to more beer booths than hard alcohol booths.
I think you should actually do like a mocktail tour, and then at like 9 o'clock.
That's true. That's a good point. I can
No.
do mocktails
Oh, yeah,
or,
we didn't.
or
There's
water.
no stipulation.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
just- it has to be a
mocktails and
booth.
food,
Yeah.
and then at 9 o'clock you fucking lean into the booze and get ready
Well,
for the
an
after
hour's
party.
not long enough to.
7 o'clock.
Don't you just need 3 drinks? Is that just me?
Yeah,
3
that's
drinks
it.
and I'm hammered?
Well, they're samples. They're
Yeah.
not full drinks.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you get the hard, it's like a shot.
Yeah, 3 shots. That's fine.
Oh. Aaron, I think you should stay out all night that night.
Sure.
How long has it been since you've had a night?
Like a
night.
I don't think I've ever seen Aaron like drunk.
Yeah, it's not fun. I get meaner.
No.
I get meaner and I get tired.
That's kind of fun depending on who it's directed at.
I think.
all of you.
But Aaron, you're such a delight. Your baseline is such a delight. So meaner's probably just like a little bit snarky.
What
You
if we
get-
just butter you up all night, even like as you're getting meaner, and we just be nice?
Yeah.
Shower.
We'll just send people over
Just
and
tell you you're adorable.
Hey,
Yeah.
go and tell that
And
person
well
you
lit.
know her from the. Hey, tell
I
her you know her
would.
from Oh Dear.
Die of joy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we
yeah.
know how to.
I think we
know
can
how
keep
to
you
pump
happy.
your
Yeah,
ego,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
All right. Well, again, hope to see you all there April 5th. If you see Lund, maybe give him a pat on the back, encourage him, but don't talk to him.
Yeah,
He's
just
got work to
just
do.
a quick hello, maybe a high five or secret handshake. Because I'll be busy.
A couple tokens if you want to
Oh yeah,
be
that
a
would.
part of his
Support?
journey. Yeah,
If you want to donate, you can go to my GoFundMe page.
it'll just be Lund's back pocket. You can put all the tickets.
Yeah. Oh, but seriously, I will accept tokens.
Yeah, we'll get you a little fanny pack, put a little like hole in it.
Oh, that'd be sick
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
Done.
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, here, I'm here with the big ideas.
This
you're
night-
gonna have a great
Yeah.
night. and
Yeah.
a terrible Sunday.
Yeah, but I feel like if the night is fun enough, it's worth the hangover.
100%.
If you're just drinking to drink, it's no fun. But if
Yeah.
you're drinking and having a
No, this
blast,
is a
Yeah.
goal. We've got a goal
Yeah,
to hit.
Yeah.
and if I hit my goal, I'm gonna celebrate with.
This will be literally
More
the
beer.
biggest thing you've accomplished in like a year and a half.
Okay, all right.
He has the best pizza in Red Deer.
Lund's
Okay.
going to be top 300 in the world that night.
Yeah. yeah.
All right. Well, hey, t-shirt companies, if you want to be the official t-shirt of Ryan Lund's 50 booths or bust, come find us at Oh Dear. All right. Well, we already did some shooting the breeze, but now we'll officially get in to shooting the breeze.
Pew pew. Sorry, I forgot to do the guns. Pew pew.
You ran out of breath that second
Yeah,
time,
I
I
did.
think.
And I have to pick up my papers
Yes.
from being angry.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're angry about. I don't know.
No,
I
we
don't
won't
want
get
you to
into
do
it.
it.
Oh,
been
she's been
drinking.
drinking. Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
Nice.
Shooting the Breeze is brought to you by Tempo, now open in Gasoline Alley. Tempo gas bars are proudly Canadian and deeply rooted in the community. When you choose Tempo, you're supporting local businesses and families. And with Westway Rewards, your journey is even more rewarding. Earn $5 in free fuel when you join today. Visit westwayrewards.ca to start earning today. Tempo gas bars, local for everyone.
You didn't say Westway Rewards once. That's hard. That's hard to not do.
That was good.
It's a bit of a tongue twister. Yeah.
Gas is one thing I don't think of when I go fuel up. Like if it comes from the States or Canada. But now,
They're fueled by co-ops. So
but now that like it's gonna be something I think about.
But also, they didn't hire you, so you might feel.
I'm over it.
He stole
I'm
from
over
them.
it. Yeah.
I didn't
I'm
watch
over
the
it.
video.
Water under the bridge.
We'll get back to the whole unemployed thing in a second. I just want to thank Tempo again. We did a $100 gift card giveaway, and everyone here also got a gas card. It was a while ago, but congratulations to Michelle, our winner of that. And like I said, just keep staying tuned to our social media. We just randomly give away stuff, especially when I realized I haven't posted anything in a while and I don't want to make a clip. So thank you to Tempo for that. Quick reminder, we're getting ever closer to Wannabe, a Spice Girls tribute at Bo's Bar and Stage. Just did a social media giveaway. We're going to do a couple more leading up to the event, but tickets are getting pretty light on that. And it's one you're not going to want to miss. So Thursday, May 8th, go to bosbar.com, get your tickets, and you will see us there. And I know, Aaron, you got two things now you need to make sure you get a babysitter for.
No, I know. Although I will say, so we have a little Yodo player for Kenzie, and I got her like the Spice Girls like greatest hits little card. Big fan. Indoctrinating her young into.
I always thought she was a smart baby.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spice Girls, baby.
I could see it. Like,
Oh, she loves it.
she gonna be a Spice Girl for Halloween?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We got her Spice Girls, Beatles, and Queen.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a
we're
good
really-
mix.
Yeah.
A lot of Brits. Yeah.
We were
I mean,
we
that's-
were asked to get her Coco Melon, and I said no, thank
Oh.
you. And so we went direction that we appreciated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, Yodel players, great. Get your Sunterra croissants and your Yodel players. Great day at home.
I have no idea what a yodel player is.
It's a little kids
Record player.
like kind of like a record player. It just has little
It
like
doesn't yodel. I heard a squeak come from you.
I was-
Let's hear your best yodel.
Yodel, 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 yahoo!
That's actually pretty good.
that was really
Wow.
good. No, that was Sound of Music worthy.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Yoto, Yoto.
Oh,
I heard yodel first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard you
Sorry.
start to squeak. Like, he's going to try and fucking yodel. I
Yeah,
can't
I know.
wait.
Yeah.
He didn't just
And then
try;
you
he
stopped
succeeded.
yourself.
Well, I was
Oh,
trying to figure out how to yodel. Well, that's why I stopped.
Oh, sound effects guy never lets us
Yeah.
down. So, I don't know if there'll be any yodeling at Wannabe, but maybe we can figure it out. But, so get your tickets for that. Stay tuned for more social media giveaways. And pretty exciting news as we have renewed our partnership with the Red Deer and District Chamber of Commerce, renewed and revamped it. So we took a break from the Lundemployeds, but season 2 is coming soon. We've got some great businesses lined up. The Chamber is going to do a little bit more of the organizing part of things instead of me, which means they're going to actually happen a heck of a lot more consistently. I think I was definitely the problem there. But also now, if you're a Chamber business, we're partnering with the Chamber. If you want us to come, just visit your business, try out whatever you've got going on there. We're going to go and do that, and that's kind of part of your Chamber membership. So good for everyone, I think, because it'll be a lot of fun for us. We always have a pretty good time when we get to go somewhere new.
Yeah. I'm up for anything. So
Yeah, we've learned that. That's what makes you such an asset.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean
that's
it.
like
I
that's
mean
like one of the nicest things
Yeah.
you've ever said to me. Wow.
I don't think I've ever really said it like on the podcast.
Yeah.
I say it to like no one.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, it's
He
nice.
says it behind your back
Yeah.
a lot.
He says a lot of
I'm
things
mean to
about
your
that.
face and
and behind my back.
nice behind your back. That's the way to do it. But then, Lundemployed, those video, Aaron, maybe go watch the Tempo of
I know.
Lundemployed if you haven't yet. But they're still all there on YouTube, and more to come right away. And the Chamber actually started a kind of a twist on their what What's Brewing, I think it's called, Lund, where they do like the morning kind of socials and stuff. Now they have a spotlight social, so you can actually host people at your business and highlight everything you do, show people around, stuff like that, and have them come to your business. The first one's Tuesday, March 25th. Hope I get this podcast out before then at 5 p.m. at KCB Cabinets, who have a pretty cool shop, a very nice showroom, a great local business, and it's free.
So,
And I know you go to those, Lund, so.
I've been to a lot of the What's Brewing, which are in the morning. These spotlight ones, I think, are these ones at night?
5 p.m., yeah.
5 p.m. Okay, yeah. So the old ones, they had like booths set up.
I think this one is just the one business host.
Okay.
Is the difference, yeah. But you go and you do some networking and check out a local business. And if you're looking for new cabinets, this is a great place to go.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. All right, something I think we've got to talk about. I was going to do this for the Glad game, but I think, I wanted to keep the Glad game short. That didn't happen, but we haven't had an episode since the big inaugural pickleball tournament that happened, and a lot happened at that tournament, but Dustin's not here. He was kind of one of the people that spearheaded it. I was on the committee for it, but Dustin, some of his other coworkers at the Outreach Center and the Hockey Alberta Foundation, and Nathan Giesbrecht of IG Private Wealth Management, who is a great community guy. We work with him too, doing some radio stuff. But it was an unbelievable tournament. Couldn't have gone better for the first one. I know Lund and Strybosch, you were there, and almost everyone had a good time, right, Kevin?
What a day it was. Oh man, I had a great day. I played lots of pickleball, and I just also happened to have to go to the hospital in the middle of the day.
What happened, man?
After the first game? My partner, who happens to be my landlord and roommate,
Your partner in life.
And fiance.
and future wife, decided not to stretch before everything.
Let's not blame the victim here.
All right, fine. She tore her Achilles like halfway through the first game. Like full blown, fell over. It sucked.
Had surgery 2 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She came back to watch the rest of the day. That was the best.
yeah,
part.
so we're in like a really good game in the first game. Hey, she's just as competitive as I am, so that's probably why this ended up happening anyways. And she was kind of like behind me, so I didn't really see it happen, but like she like lunged for the ball, pop, and then kind of just like fell straight down. She said she just like lost all her momentum. And then when I turned around and I saw that she was in pain, I kind of like knew right away. I was like,
you weren't like, get up.
You're embarrassing.
no,
me.
just like the mechanism of it. Unless she like rolled her ankle, there's not really anything else that it could have been. And so she was kind of just went like straight into shock, and I honestly just felt really bad because there were so many people there. And she's like hates attention. And so she's like laying on the ground, and Dustin came over. So Dustin and I are like carrying her out to basically sit down so I can like run out and pull my car around and whatever. Pulled my car around, took her to the hospital. Now, fortunately enough, she works in the emergency room at the hospital, so got a few perks there, which was nice. And then she told me to come back, so I didn't just leave her at the hospital. She told me to come back. She
You
was
had a big game to play.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Showdown,
And like she was posted up in the break room, basically just waiting for a doctor. And she's like, "You may as well just go back." And I said, I would love to.
Yes, I have sporting to do.
Yeah, exactly. So
Did
I
you
would
argue at least like one time just to put up a front?
Oh yeah,
No,
I was
can
like,
stay.
no, like I'll stay here. Don't worry about it. And she's like, go. And I was like, okay,
bye.
See you later. So yeah, then she saw the doctor and all that. And by the time she got like air casted and everything, we were just about to start our oh dear game. So I told her, nope, sorry, can't come pick you up. So sent some friends to go pick her up.
Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Got in my banana romper and danced like the monkey.
And at least you guys won.
And then Walsh and I beat Lund and Dustin in a very interesting, heated battle of pickleball. So anyways, all in all, great day. I think I won the Division 5 championship, went home with a medal.
E division. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you wear yours out to the strip club like someone else did?
Who? Not me.
I didn't hear that part of the story.
Yeah,
I'm
so
very
Lund was
interested.
subbing for the Bose team because Dustin from Bose had to leave, so he wasn't actually in the finals, but he still won a medal, and he wore it all night, and that's all we want.
So he should.
From it, and you two can attest to it. It was an unbelievable day. Like, I do want to give a shout out to everyone, the Outreach Center and the Hockey Alberta Foundation, and Nathan and his team at IG Private Wealth Management. Like, but really the community, because this was something that had never been done before. We had 80 teams, so we were almost like pretty much full in there, and yeah, it was awesome. Everyone came to play too. Like, they had a lot of fun. Alex was like the second game of the day, and that was the second Achilles injury we'd already had. So we're like, oh my god. So big shout out to St. John's Ambulance, who they're all volunteers and they come out. So they were busy early on, and then later on, I was like, anything else happen? The only other injury we've had is a paper cut from one of your lunch vouchers. so it calmed down after that. But yeah, we're looking forward to doing it again this year. And I know like Lund and Kevin are a prime example of people who just came out, and most people had never played before. They're like, hey, this is a great community thing. It's for a couple of great causes, and it was actually amazing to see how into it everyone was too.
It was really cool because 80 teams, I'd say at least like 60-70% of people had never played pickleball before, so a lot of first timers. And then there's probably like 10 teams that were pickleball players, like there were some very, very good players there.
Yeah.
Like very intense,
well,
very
your dad
good.
was
like
almost won. It basically came down to points why he wasn't in the final.
Oh yeah, him and his partner did good. Yeah, they had a good battle with our buddy Keith.
Yeah,
and I think they beat him by 2, and he definitely let Henderson know about it. And but it's just like everyone I talked to said, oh yeah, I've never done this before. It was a blast. I'm definitely coming back next year. It's just such a unique event. I mean, pickleball is exploding right now, so maybe there might be more other events might happen in the future, but for right now, it's really the only
the first
big pickleball event where it's not like a competitive. There's great players, but it's mainly a for fun socializing event where you get to have some beer, some Legend water, and go head to Bose for to celebrate your gold medal.
Yeah. Well, we had a team say, hey, we just lost a game 50-3. We're like, oh my god. And they're like, yeah, but hey, we're like, sign us up next year. We're still coming back. Because it's like, I don't know, golf's like we were trying to have the golf tournament atmosphere, but with golf, if you're not that good, it can be not that much fun, right? Even if you're on a team with people who don't care, where this is like, it's pickleball. It's just, and it's pretty intuitive. You can kind of learn it pretty quick. So we'll put Andrew Russell and Associates down for 2 teams next year.
I'd like to keep my Achilles intact.
This guy's
so actually
stretch out a little bit.
So interestingly enough, I was talking to John McKinnon, who's a partner with Legend Water. I was talking to him about the event, and he was like, yeah, he's like second game of the day, someone blew out their Achilles, but I didn't realize it was Alex.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
It was something. But then she might have been the MVP of the whole day, because she came back to watch the end of the pickleball and then went out to Bose after.
Yeah, what a trooper.
I think she became Lund's dad's favorite human.
Don couldn't believe it.
My dad sees her pull up. He's like, she's here? Didn't she just tear her Achilles? And I was like, yeah. Why is she here? Like, shouldn't she be resting?
Drinking off the pain.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, in her mind, she was like, I mean, I'm either just going to sit at home and be sad, or at least I can come to Bose and hang out with people and like kind of have some happiness in my life.
Yeah, she's putting on a few good painkillers, mix in a couple wobbly pops.
But you know what? That's really all you could do. People could be like, they could just sit at home and be like, oh, my next however many months is going to suck. And we, as the pickleball organizers, we thank Alex for not making a big scene about it either. But it just happened. It wasn't even, it's just one of those, it was like an Aaron Rodgers injury where you just step wrong and it happened. But it should be like ready to go hopefully for the wedding, right? At least you guys aren't getting married in the spring.
Literally like first thing I think she asked the doctor was like, can I walk down the aisle in September? And they said, yes, you can. So she should be fine. She's still not quite walking, which is not great. It's been like 6 weeks now, I think, but she's starting to put weight on it a little bit, but she should have no problems by September. So,
but everyone walks down the aisle. How about you get to like use that little peg leg scooter down the aisle? That's memorable. I'll remember that wedding forever.
Just a little bit of innovation.
Yeah, I don't think That's the messaging Alex needs to hear, Ted.
She doesn't listen to this.
That's true.
Yeah, only if she's here, and she's not tonight.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
But no, thank you everyone who came and supported that pickleball tournament. It's going to be again at the end of January next year. So if you're already interested, we've had lots. We're going to hopefully at like close to double the amount of teams we can take next year. So just get at us at Oh Dear if you're interested in signing up a team. All right, so we'll wrap up Shooting the Breeze because we had like some unofficial Shooting the Breeze earlier. But as always, have to say thank you. Basically, I'm saying you guys are talking too much.
Whoa.
That's our cue.
Ryan's playing the music. We got to go home. No, we have to, as always, thank Red Heart Brewing as we sit here and drink some O beers. This is our second last flat, too.
Oh.
So I don't know if they'll maybe make more or not, but either way, it's been, they make more beer, just maybe not with
I'm laughing at Kevin, who's mugging for the cameras.
That's
Nice.
how he's a pro. Yeah. Shouldn't laugh at him. You should applaud
No,
him.
Yeah, take
sorry.
notes, Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, figure it out.
I'm
very
have
well lit over
sold
here.
the hell out of this fantastic fucking Legend water.
Oh yeah, I did forget to give a shout out to Legend Water too for being at the pickleball tournament. I was emceeing, so I had like 8 of those that day.
And unofficially, also selling the hell out of Sunterra Market cheese croissants.
But let's go back to Red Heart,
Right.
who we're talking
and your
about.
excellent t-shirt.
Yes, yeah, I've got. They do have great merch. Jared there, he does like great illustrations and drawings and stuff. He designs all the labels. But I do have a He-Man shirt, but it says Red Heart Crafters of the Bruniverse, and I get a lot of compliments on this shirt. So make sure you go and check out your merch when they're there. It's almost, I mean, right now it is kind of patio season, but so great place to go to. They have kind of the sunroom patio for if the weather's not perfect for it, but it's always nice to sit outside and have a beer. And I saw they have a teacher happy hour that doesn't apply to any of us, but I know a lot of teachers listen from 3 to 6 p.m. every Friday. So, which I have to assume I probably sent so many of my teachers to happy hour by the end of the week. So I'm sure probably a nice thing for a lot of teachers.
Mm-hmm.
They never called you back, eh? About a job?
No, not about a job.
What did they call you about?
Just a chat.
Very nice. They do care about
We
the
had so much
community.
fun that they just want to hang.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully they'll be at the food and beverage show. I'm going to go to booths I know. And I mean, those are the two options.
They might
Booths
have
I know
some.
and booths I
They
don't.
might have some beer that they probably could not sell
Yeah.
because it's not a strong enough brand. So
I'll try something else.
all right, well, we took a quick little break, and right after talking about getting a paper cut on like a piece of cardboard, Aaron is, you know what? Thank you for staying, though. You're really persevering
Thank you.
through this with your paper cut that no one else has even seen blood yet. But
I'm incredibly brave. No, I have a napkin wrapped around it. I just want to bleed on my white t-shirt.
yeah.
Well,
All right.
don't get blood on that couch either.
No, I know. No. It was a previous wound that I reopened.
You had a previous paper cut and you got a new paper cut.
No,
exactly
I just
where that.
reopened it because the cards we were looking at caught the skin flap and it's
You got to be more careful.
I know.
Is that what you told Alex after she tore her?
I waited a little bit on that. I don't think she was in the right mindset for me
I
to.
don't think she ever will be.
No.
Although I felt vindicated when we went to her checkup with the surgeon, and the doctors were like, "Wow, your calves are really tight." And I've been telling her to stretch more for like years now. So
Yeah, I could get her on a calf program.
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Dad calves himself over here.
Yeah, my calves are fine all day.
They are very fine. I'll tell you that much. Let's go from the best dad calves to the best dad beard because it's time for a Andrew Russell market update. You know, Andrew, let's be topical. I know tariffs probably not going to directly affect housing prices, right? Because the houses are in Canada, but still going to have an effect overall, like a ripple effect, right?
They'll affect new home prices just because there's so much material that comes out of the US, like furnaces, water tanks, plumbing lines, like there's a lot of new home material. And so new homes are already a little bit more expensive, and generally people are okay with paying a little more for a new home because you're getting a brand new house. No one's used it. It's, everything's brand new. It's got a warranty. You're not going to have to spend any money on it for at least 10 years. Like there's kind of some benefits and perks there, but we need new homes right now. Like there's such a shortage of inventory, and the only way we can replace that is if people leave or if we build more new homes to accommodate all the people that have come in. So, and I realistically don't think anyone's going to leave. Alberta's economy is probably the best in the entire country right now. So to give some breathing room to prices and give some breathing room to rental prices and all that kind of stuff, we need to bring more inventory into the market. So the tariffs could absolutely have an impact because, development of new apartment buildings and rentals and just single family new homes for people, if prices keep going up for that, well, then obviously it's going to drive resale prices up as well. So it definitely could have an impact. I'm not sure it's going to slow anything down, but there's already struggles like trying to buy new homes under probably $450 right now is getting pretty tough. Like you can't really buy anything new under $450. It's not really a thing. So yeah, it's going to sting a little bit if they actually stick. I'm fingers crossed hoping that in a month or so that we'll
be
see
another month back. Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. And ultimately, if you look historically, tariffs have always been put in temporarily and then removed. So I'm fingers crossed hoping that's what's going to happen.
And really quick, I guess, could the tariffs have effect on home sales just in the fact that people, like if they have to spend more on a lot of other things, just won't have that money to spend on a house right away, especially obviously a new build?
There's definitely fear around it. It's more so the affordability side of things. And I guess the kind of sub 500 market is so in demand right now that stuff is still, everything is multiple offers. It's selling over list. Once you get into the higher end, it's a lot slower. And I think there is some kind of trepidation from people in terms of they're just kind of hanging tight to see what happens. There's certainly fear around, the cost of living is already up so much. Is it going to go up more? And so the saving grace is that interest rates have come down. And likely if this keeps going on, they're for sure going to keep coming down. So there'll be a little bit of relief in that side of things. Realistically, it's going to slow things down. I know throughout the country, it is definitely slowing down, the BC Ontario markets, which have actually been slow for the last couple of years. Our market is still so high in demand that I don't think it's going to have a massive impact here, but certainly we're going to feel it with new homes, if nothing else.
This Andrew Russell Market Minute was brought to you by Andrew Russell and Associates at Remax Real Estate, the trusted experts for all things real estate in central Alberta. Skip the sales pitch and get real advice from real people who offer real results. Visit their website at andrewrussell.ca.
That ad read was almost as long as the Market Minute.
That was a very sunny ad read. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Good job, Aaron.
Thank you. I smiled through it. It helps.
Smiling through the pain.
Honestly, this finger hurts.
Would you go to Bose after though, like Alex did? Or
no, I'm pretty tired and old.
All right. Well, Aaron, we're all praying for you, Aaron. We'll try and speed this along. Thank you, Andrew. Now it is time to go in to Deer Call. I think you've kind of settled on that sound.
Well, someone played me the real Deer Call.
Andrew brought one in.
Yeah, I think I was away. That was the episode I was away for. And yeah, I think that one just feels the most natural.
There's nothing even remotely close to a deer call.
No, but for anyone who didn't know, like he could sell it.
I'm calling very specific deer.
Yeah.
What type of deer is that?
Like the slow deer.
Like the deer that got shot but didn't die?
Or the dumber deer that are easier to shoot.
The one that hit his head a little too hard?
Yeah.
Deer Call is brought to you by Cilantro and Chive, home of the Caesars that eat like a meal. Stop in at either location in Red Deer or Lacombe for the burger of the month and support a great cause, with $2 from every burger sold going back to the local guest chef's charity of choice. Cilantro and Chive, your favorite new destination to meet with family and friends for food, drink, conversations, and fun. It's just that simple.
And a quick shout out to one of my colleagues up here from our sister station, Big 105, the morning show guy, Jamie Worthington, the voice of the Red Deer Rebels as well. He's the burger of the month at the Red Deer location.
Nice.
It's a ginger beef burger, which looks amazing. So if you hear this before the end of March, go get it. And he picked such a great charity, the GH school lunch program, which is all those we've learned. I don't know if you were with us when we did a tour of the school lunch program and what they do for those kids, but just so important. So great burger, a very unique burger, and a great cause. So I guess we'll have to go.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. So on to the Deer Call. I think I was inspired by this one while the Oscars just happened at the time of this recording. It was a couple of days ago. And talking about Matthew Lillard with Chris in our interview, who I'm just such a huge fan of Scream. And I think he was Stu Macher and Billy Loomis, right? Those are their names, the characters in Scream. Two of the best, I think, like movie villains. And like the original original kind of slasher, like plot
so
twist. Very iconic. So I just asked everyone, we put the post on social media as we always do, who's the best movie villain of all time? If you comment, then you're going to be in the draw for one of two $25 gift cards to Cilantro and Chive. One of our winners, Brittany, as well as Amanda, Chrissy, and Jerry, said, now I even looked at a bunch of lists, and every list, Darth Vader was number one.
Like, what do you mean lists? Like just
All
people
the
that
lists of,
responded?
like the list if
Like
you
the
Google
10 best
the
movie villains.
villains.
Yeah.
Villains?
No, I said villains.
Oh, okay. We'll play back the tape.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have something in my throat.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll have a sip. Have some water from a can.
Okay, we'll do.
But I don't know. I think Darth Vader, I think when you look at the era and everything too, it was like just a new type of villain. And that was one of the first bigger plot twists and stuff. And then when you get the newer movies, I think when you look at Anakin Skywalker and his like pathway to evil, I think he's a very iconic villain. I don't know if he's the best villain, but he's very iconic.
I was more of a Star Trek than a Star Wars. So if you're a Borg, fine.
Yeah.
But
I would agree with the Darth Vader, but not the Anakin Darth Vader.
Like the original.
The James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
It's
Darth
amazing
Vader,
he lost that much weight to play the character. like that's dedication.
Melissa, our other winner of a $25 gift card, said Michael Myers, like from the Halloween movies. So that's going back, like it was a different type of slasher movie than like the Scream and everything that came out after it, but still just a very terrifying human being.
I think so. Michael Myers, slasher, Freddy Krueger, all very scary. Those movies will scare the shit out of me. I think a villain is more terrifying when they have conviction in how right they are. So like any character that Christoph Waltz has ever played, he believes that he is correct. He does not care who it hurts to be right. And I think that is even more terrifying than just a ghoulish slasher, because that conviction in their beliefs makes them way more terrifying and way more calculating and way more willing to step on anybody to get the result that they're looking for.
Can I give you an example of what you're saying? Would Thanos fall into that category?
Never watched it.
But you know what? On the lists of like the best villain, no one mentioned him though.
Because Thanos, that's what I thought made him, because he really believed
he's
he
doing
was
the right thing. Exactly.
And I think that's why he was so good.
Yeah.
Yes, the answer is
okay, good.
100%. Yeah. But Rob and Gary did say Colonel Hans Landa from Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was like for Christoph Waltz was just I don't even like it's just that first he was so good in that movie too.
Also, hot take: Nazis are bad. Always have been. Always will be.
No, I think I said
official
that.
Deer stance.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
you said that before.
Yeah.
So I'm interested more. I think Aaron and Andrew might know who this is. I'm very interested if Lund or the athlete can tell me who Norman Bates is, because that's who a different Brittany said.
Norman Bates is a serial killer, like real sick motherfucker.
What movie?
Mm-hmm.
Psycho.
Was that a guess, or did you actually know?
No, I watched that in university film class.
Oh, you did a film class in university too?
I did.
Yeah, that was actually like, I didn't do much university, but that was still like the best thing I ever did was take that course. Mm-hmm. We watched that movie too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've heard of it. I don't know if I've seen the movie or not though.
No, and then there was a Bates Motel show too, but like the original Norman Bates, man, that was too. And maybe Kevin learned about this too, how they like just used camera angles and stuff to portray. Like you watch the movie again, they're telling you the whole time that he's a bad guy because everything's looking down at him and like shadows on his face and stuff. But that's an understated movie villain, because you don't know he's, spoiler alert for Psycho, you don't know he's the villain till the very end.
Well, great.
You're not going to watch.
No, I don't get to see it. So that is a good point, though. Like the director, he gets half the credit for making the villain a great villain.
It's all of it. Yeah,
it's not all of it. The actor gets some credit.
No, it's all everything. It's the actor, director, all of that. But and of course, this is no one's going to really argue with this. David and Kayleen, and I know someone else said it, but I didn't get their name down. But Heath Ledger's Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tough to argue against that.
Yeah.
I stand by, like, incredible job, but like the chaos villain, I think is
but he still had conviction in what he was doing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it was in chaos.
I think for me, he was just so much different than anything he's ever done before.
Yes.
And it was like, that's Heath Ledger.
Yeah. No, and
That's-
you bought into the character.
Yeah,
100%.
5 minutes after seeing it, you're like, you forget it's Heath Ledger playing. You believe
But
he's the Joker.
There's that, but the writing in it too, like the way all of these ploys he had and stuff, and like the way he broke out of jail and all of that, was very good. Colin and Calder both said a classic. I don't know that there's anything special about this guy other than it's a great name to say, but Hans Gruber from the original Die Hard, which of course Professor Snape, right?
Also
Great
a
actor.
villain. Villain. There,
Yes,
I fucked up. Also a villain. Snape, never a good guy.
Well, that's debatable.
Yeah, did you see the end?
Yeah, no, certified bad boy.
Well, but he was doing it for a good reason.
So on that note, though, Erica said Voldemort. I shouldn't have just said his name, but I think he was a good villain. But I don't know. I find that movies based on books, you're not as surprised by like what a villain does.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to villainy
very
doesn't
well
have to
played,
be surprising.
I can touch on this because
Because I read the books.
no, because
I learned
so
about it in film school.
I watch no movies.
Yeah.
So right now, Alex and I are going through the Harry Potter series.
Oh.
So I'm like learning all this stuff as I'm going. So I think we're on the 5th one. Like we're getting into like the shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Snape was Harry Potter's dad or what Voldemort does at the end. So
You'll
so
find
no
out.
spoilers,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Okay, well then we'll move on to.
But anyways, I also didn't read the books, so I know Voldemort's bad, but I don't know.
What about Malfoy?
happens?
Ew.
yeah, he wasn't a
he
very good
sucks.
villain though. He was just he was kind of a little bitch.
Like everyone,
And his dad turned out to be a little
like everyone,
bitch, too.
everyone knew that kid in elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone had a Malfoy in their class.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Dylan said this is more, maybe not best movie villain of all time, but the cheapest character to play with in GoldenEye on N64. Odd Job.
Yeah, the little guy.
Yeah, which I don't know. He was.
What do you mean the cheapest? Like you're cheating?
He's
Well,
the hardest to
especially
hit.
if you
He's so
played-
tiny.
He's
Yeah.
tiny, and if you played slappers only too, like one hit kills, you could
Slappers
never
only.
get him. But I don't know, maybe an understated Bond. There's so many Bond movies, it's hard to keep track of the villains. But he was definitely a memorable one because he was just this little guy who threw his hat. Where are we
With
at?
incredible accuracy and deadly force.
Yeah, and for such a little guy, it's amazing he'd huck that hat
Yeah.
that hard.
But speaking of Bond Williams, I did it
Of
too.
course.
Spreading
be
on
like
the couch.
Coach.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz, Bond
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just watched that movie
Yeah.
on a plane the other days.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Great movie.
Who is that bigger villain?
Jaws.
Not he was the biggest villain. He died like 5 years ago. Like really, really good actor.
Big Bond.
Oh, sorry. He wasn't. No, sorry. He was a Mission Impossible villain.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
I
Oh,
stopped
he's a
watching
famous
those.
actor.
Well,
You guys are gonna feel so bad when I remember
Yeah.
his name because you're gonna say like, oh, I didn't mean.
No, we're
Yeah.
gonna get the 4 a.m. text with it though.
Yeah.
well, we might still be here at 4 a.m.
Riley
at
knows.
this point.
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffs.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
a Bond.
Oh yeah,
He was
Yeah,
Mission
cool.
Impossible
Mission-
villain.
Yeah, Mission
he died
Impossible.
like over 10 years ago.
Well,
I
it feels
think.
like 5.
Yeah.
Oh God, it
He
was,
was really
5 years
good.
ago that COVID started.
Yeah. Like almost to the day
Yeah.
where the world shut
Yeah.
down. But we won't talk about
March
that.
15th.
Erica and Lisa said a great one. One of the best acting performances of all time, too. Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to argue that he's one of the best villains.
I think that the lotion in the basket scarier.
Ugh.
Oh, Buffalo Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Scarier
is-
than Hannibal
Has anyone
Lecter.
actually seen that movie? Like
Yeah.
we all know the scenes. I've never actually
I've
watched
seen
it.
all.
I've
I've seen
I don't
all
know.
3. Yeah.
I don't know if I've actually seen
I've
the
watched
whole.
I have
I've
not.
watched it.
I know the lotion on the skin or it gets
Yeah.
the hose.
It's a
again,
hard
and,
watch,
like,
but it's
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
watching them. They're really good movies.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
fava beans.
Fava beans.
Ugh.
Shane said this is a movie I've never seen. I don't know how. Bill the Butcher from Gangs
Oh,
New York. So that's
yes.
Daniel Day-Lewis. So I
Yes,
can already
he did
assume.
an incredible job in that role.
Or even him in that the oil movie.
There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
They
good
came
in.
out in the same year, didn't
Yeah,
they? Or
he's usually
wasn't
in
it?
like a movie every 5 years. But
He's retired.
Yeah.
He's been retired like
Yeah.
4 different times.
he's just getting ready to play a retired guy. So he's just He's just method acting right now. This is a weird one. Liesel said Mrs. Hannigan from Annie. So we're moving more into now like the more comedy type of villains.
But there's also something to be said for a villain who is supposed to be a nurturer, like Nurse Ratched or
Hal from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no one said him, but there are some of those coming up.
Or,
so maybe
what's
don't
her
spoil the
name
list.
from Misery? Kathy Bates
Kathy
in
Bates.
Misery.
seen
Yeah.
she
Oh yeah, that's.
again, she's coming from a place of like, I will love you so much I'll hobble you.
But yeah, you're right. Like, and I've never seen any of the Annie movies, but obviously they got a hard knock life in there, so that's coming
Truly.
from someone. This is again a movie I've never seen, but I already know because it's Meryl Streep. She probably does a phenomenal job. Julia and Lindsay said Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I thought I was going with her in the bunny boiler. Way better
What?
villain
Oh,
in that.
yeah.
Is that the name of the movie?
No, fuck. She's obsessed with man and she boils his bunny. Way worse than anything she
that
did.
sounds terrible.
Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
No. Yes?
No, yeah, but that's not Meryl Streep.
No.
Okay,
Meryl Streep's-
someone referenced the boiling a bunny to me like 2 weeks ago and said it
Yeah.
was Fatal Attraction, which is Glenn Close.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I got my women
Yeah.
confused.
But so obviously I got to assume you're a big Devil Wears Prada fan. Lad.
I've never seen the full movie, but I've seen clips.
Oh.
I don't think she's a villain.
I've seen the Office episode where Michael Scott watches that show and then acts like Meryl Streep. So I feel like I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I think she's not good at people managing. I don't think
Yeah.
that makes her a
There's
villain.
different types of villains, though, as we're going to learn as we go down the list. And Miranda said, this is, I think, maybe number one, and Lund will agree with me, Miss Trunchbull.
Oh,
From Matilda.
Yeah.
It was like, first of all, every time I watch that movie, I'm like, how has no one reported this? How is this just happening at a school and
Yeah.
everyone's okay with it?
Eat your cake.
Yeah.
What was
Got to
that?
go in the chokey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's a
jokey. The
jokey.
jokey.
But I don't even know, like that. I don't think she's a very well-known actress, but she did such a good job.
Uh-huh.
in that
I
movie,
hated
just
her with
being
a
terrible.
vengeance.
Yeah.
And like, look, should you ever pick up a girl by her pigtails and swing her around and throw her over a fence?
Probably not.
No, but
A lot of teachers
hey,
do.
that's you got to admire that strength.
Man, the 90s were a different time.
Yeah, that was a weird movie. Dustin isn't here, but he of course makes sure that we talk about him anyways. He said Shooter McGavin, who was I know on Twitter was voted like a favorite movie villain.
Yeah, I think that's like a very relatable villain because
Yeah.
he's just a jerk,
Yeah.
which can be a villain for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about best villain.
Yeah. It was just a good. It's anytime there's like a different type of villain, especially I think it's easy to be a good villain in a comedy because you can be funny about it and be like egregious, right? Like Miss Trunchbull or Shooter McGavin. Logan said White Goodman from Dodgeball, right? Who's just he's just because he's like so. I like the villains too who are so comically unaware of how ridiculous they are.
Yeah. Ben Stiller's good at playing those types of characters.
Yeah.
Christy said Mugatu with Will Ferrell and Zoolander. Again, like Will Ferrell as a villain is just perfect. I don't know who doesn't say "Am I taking crazy pills?" like all the time. That's one of the most iconic lines. Dr. Evil was another one that was mentioned.
That was the one I was
it?
doing.
Yeah. The last one, Cheryl said, this one I didn't even think about, but like very good villain was Scar.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
That what actor played him?
I don't know whoever drew him.
No.
The voice actor.
Jeremy Irons.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like Jeremy Irons has been a villain a few times. He's got that voice.
Yeah, he does the voice and a bit of a villain look too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for the list. So thank you to everyone who commented. I know Lund, we just took yours, but any other significant ones to throw in there?
So it's funny. The last two you mentioned were the two I was thinking of. I was literally thinking of Scar.
Scar.
Yeah.
The hunter who killed Bambi's mom.
Oh.
That guy, he was just hungry.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
Was he?
He's trying to feed his
Not a
family.
villain.
Anybody who's like a bully in a movie, like I don't know why this popped into my head, but the little rich kid from The Little Rascals, the guy that steals Alfalfa's girl,
Yeah.
and then tries to like
he's a
mess him
villain
up
for
in
sure.
the like boxcar
Yeah.
race.
You don't have to reach a certain age to be a villain.
No, baby villains are for sure a thing.
Yeah, that guy popped in my
Kids
head
are
because
the
he just
biggest villains
seemed like a dick.
sometimes.
Yeah. Nobody thinks that they're the villain of their own story, right? Like
So I feel like some guys know they're the bad guy.
they should,
Yeah.
but you can't live with that. You have to think that you are 100% right and that what you're doing is okay.
I feel like in the real world, no one believes they're the bad guy. In movies, though,
But that's the trouble. Like Scar is just a villain.
Yeah.
He's just killing his brother.
Well, because he
he's a-
thinks he
he thinks he
deserves
should
to
be
be
king.
king.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he's hanging out with hyenas.
Yeah.
And at least he was a planner. He was prepared.
I suppose.
Well, Andrew, do you have any or are they all cut like heroes in your mind?
Hey, life's hard enough, man. I like a good comedy. Like Dr. Evil was like a defining character in my life growing up. And actually, funnily enough, so my kids got a hold of Austin Powers on streaming one day, and like
Good.
Love the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
Which part of me was like, I don't know if you guys are old enough for that. And then part of me was like, like I was pretty young when I watched it too. And I loved those movies growing up. Like I spent a lot of time quoting Austin Powers in junior high.
I thought of one. I don't know the guy's name, but the guy from Saw.
Yeah.
Jigsaw. I think his name was like Ralph. I don't know. Am I close? That was on a lot of, no one said that. That's on a lot of like the top lists.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah.
You know who no one meant? And maybe he's actually the worst villain, but the biggest villain of all time. No one mentioned Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah. That lazy bum.
Yeah, that guy is maybe the most accidental villain of all time. Are you okay? Or
No,
do you need to do a
I've been
stretch?
sitting crunched up for too long.
But no, like it was Grandpa Joe.
Sure, it's the couch.
I'm stuck with her over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're way
It
over
smells.
here. But I just wanted to use this opportunity to make sure everyone knows that Grandpa Joe is a villain. But no one.
I have one more that goes along with that
Yeah.
lines. Jenny.
Yes, that was.
Oh,
yeah.
And look,
Yeah.
Jenny
went
had
through
it
a rough time.
Jenny had it
Yeah.
rough. Jenny didn't mean to be a villain, but she was a
Ugh.
villain. And Forrest Jr. is not Forrest Gump's son.
No.
Fight me on it. He's not.
No.
Yeah.
Don't ruin that movie for me saying shit like that.
Right, it's a great. It's my favorite movie of all time.
I think my
it's his
favorite
I've
movie of
probably
all
seen it
time.
more than you.
I've seen it
No,
probably
he-
300 times, no joke.
Andrew
that's what I
Andrew
mean.
could quote. I remember years
We should
ago,
have
you
a
could
we should have a
quote-
Forrest Gump quote off one time. I'm not kidding. We really
I
should.
think you guys are both confident enough in
Yeah.
yourselves that
Yeah.
like I think you
But-
both believe you're better
Yeah.
at that.
But Jenny, I
Never
agree.
the
Like
villain.
Jenny is a villain through no fault of her own.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey,
now.
Jenny was abused as a child,
Yeah.
man. That'll mess you up.
That doesn't
every
give you
villain.
an
Every
excuse.
villain.
She wasn't like trying to hurt Forrest or anything. She just did. And then she lied. She's like, hey, Forrest, I'm going to go off and do whatever. I'll
Yeah.
see you when you're a shrimp billionaire.
gonna go run it.
So in
And, oh, yeah,
fairness,
this is your
at the
kid
end
that I
of the
didn't tell you about
movie,
for 4 years.
when they get back together, she's like, I was really messed up for a really long time.
Yeah, right.
That is
until
her
he had money.
apologizing. No,
Yeah,
that is
when
her
she's, like, on her
apologizing.
deathbed.
She raised that kid by herself, and she
this
was
is before
working
the
as a
kid, though.
waitress, and like she didn't contact him because he was what 5 or 6 when she phoned him. Like she did try to take a stab on her own. I'm not saying, hey, Jenny fucked up.
Yeah.
Jenny fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think Jenny was one I was going to mention. What about, this is a Lotso Huggen Bear from Toy Story 3 is the biggest villain of all time. He left them in the fucking furnace to die, and then they all held hands. I got to tear up thinking about this. And all the toys were like, I guess we're just going to be incinerated together, but we're together. And it made for like the saddest moment in movie history.
Didn't see it.
Don't. This bear
This
in Toy
fucking
Story.
bear.
Trust me, anyone who's seen it knows.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
He's
Ted.
he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you're
Done?
gonna have lots of bleeps here for the video.
Oh, right.
Maybe Shredder. Shredder from
Mm.
Teenage Mutant
Bebop
Turtles.
and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Crushes on both of them.
Yeah,
That's weird.
and then
I
you
know.
married a guy with the exact opposite body type of either of them.
It's true.
Yeah,
Man,
and,
we went
and the
through-
human.
We went through a lot of villains there. That's way more than I thought.
Yeah, well, there's just so many. There's even I have more that I'm not even gonna to list off because there's just too many. But thank you again, everyone, as always, for taking part in the in our deer call. And I realized like the deeper I try to get with these, the less answers we get. So just gotta stick
Keep it
to
light.
crap like this. Yeah, everyone.
Keep it light. Keep it fun.
There we go. All right. Well, again, a lot of movie talk today, and we're going to keep it going for the game again in honor of the Oscars. We played this game a little while ago, so we're going to do a part 2 of a game I called "What the Flick," because when it's all capitalized, it kind of looks like "What the fuck," and it's funny.
Clever.
Yeah. But basically, it's just a game I have where everyone's going to take a turn reading the cards. You pull a what and a who. Everyone else has to come up with a movie title based on those 2 subjects. And then whoever's reading it's going to collect the answers, pick the best one, very similar to Things in a Box. So we're going to do 5 rounds. Everyone reads a card once. And whoever has the highest score is going to, there's this very nice big leather chair here in the new studio that we haven't used yet. That's going to be the winner's chair from now on. So if you win, you spend all of next episode in the winner's chair. If you're not here the next episode, too bad. And Lund, what about the loser?
Well, since the Food and Beverage Expo is coming up, the loser has to buy everyone 10 tokens.
Love it.
So, yeah, don't be lost.
I might be.
Oh, well, I hope it's not me.
All right, so we can get right into it. Aaron's going to kick us off, and then I guess we'll just go around the circle. And I know we're going to definitely edit this for time because I'm sure the first one's going to take a little while. But again, this is part 2 of What the Flick.
This movie is a thriller about a deep space flight attendant. You're thinking Star Wars. You're thinking Star Trek. You're thinking Mars Attacks.
I wasn't thinking any of those things.
All right, well, think of some of your favorite airplane movies.
Like Airplane.
Yep.
Or Airplane 2.
Those are 2 of them.
Deep space flight attendant. Oh my God.
It's an alien movie who has a flight attendant.
Is it just we're just waiting on me?
Yeah, and you're usually the best at
I know.
these.
Yeah.
So we have what was it again?
A movie about a deep space flight attendant. Houston, would you like a beverage?
Oh.
Soul Plane to Mars. Oh, I like this one. Stewardess in the Stars.
Oh.
And the winner, Mile High Martians.
Yeah.
How
did that win?
Boo. Come on. God.
I just wrote Mile High and I was like, what's another M word?
Know your audience, I guess.
Yeah, Aaron usually picks bad ones.
I
so I'm
truly do.
benefited from that.
That's why I thought Stewardess in the Stars.
Yeah,
would
you
be
had it until Mile High
Yeah, that was-
Martians.
that was-
Just-
that you would like.
Yeah, I
was
did
good.
until...
Just for everyone, so everyone knows too. Like I'll take the point, but I took a long. Everyone was mad at how long.
No.
I took
My
for
other
that
idea
one.
was Stewranus.
Uranus.
I didn't think it would land.
Yes!
Oh.
Especially reading it off a card.
Yes! Even if I read it wrong, if you had corrected me, you both get a point.
No, that's not
You
fair.
didn't write
I
it
made
down.
a choice.
All
Yeah.
right.
I made a
Fine.
choice.
Okay,
that
Andrew.
one won.
I thought you'd be literal.
Naughty sandwich.
Naughty sandwich. A movie about a naughty sandwich.
Oh, gross. I don't think...
This is so gross. Hopefully this lands. I'm sorry, Lund.
Mine's just gross.
Yeah, so is mine. Just say it.
Let's see if this one lands.
I'm just ashamed of how quickly that came to me.
Just a couple of naughty sandwiches out there.
This might be more of an adult film, I think, based on
Yeah.
these titles.
So this is a movie about a naughty sandwich. The Adventures of Salami and Roast Beef. Spelt salimi.
Some of us don't eat salami.
That's the salami's name.
Fair. The BLT. Bi Latino threesome.
I might have lost.
That's cool. Well done. Man. Oh, this is going to be hard to get through. Corned beef on Ryan.
Oh.
All of these are just
I don't-
bleeped out.
I don't eat corned beef.
Just said nothing about you eating it.
Corned beef on Ryan.
Get it? 'Cause it's like corned beef on rye. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ryan.
I'm ashamed at how quickly that came to you.
Yeah.
That was
quick.
quick.
The sloppy hoe.
Oh, it's so simple.
None of this can go on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah,
What's wrong
those
with
are good.
anyone?
Those are good
Yeah.
answers.
Oh.
Wow, that's well done,
Yeah,
guys.
That was
well done. Well, that went way better than I expected.
Oh man.
That's
Anything that can basically be a porno.
Aaron
Mile High
definitely,
Martian.
Aaron definitely doesn't win.
Oh.
Oh man,
You don't like salimi?
I don't know what to do with these
I
three
don't know
though. These
how
are
to
all
spell
awesome.
salami.
Can I just give out 3 points? Because
Mm.
holy shit.
Originally, I just wrote down grilled cheese, which is also just
Yeah, that
That might have won.
in its simplicity.
All right, that you know what? Props to all three of you guys. That was well done. For creativity's sake, though, I got to go with the BLT.
No, that
That's
Oh, know your audience.
Ugh.
well done, Lundy.
was good. All right, Kevin, what do you got for us?
All right. In honor of my lifelong hero, John Cena, turning into a bad guy,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I need a movie about an evil pro wrestler.
A movie? Oh, I guess they're all movies.
Yeah.
Oh God, my instinct is to dig deep into my shallow pool of wrestling knowledge, but
I might have. I don't know.
I'm not going to win this one. But I stand by it.
Yeah, I stand by
Yeah,
mine.
me too.
We are looking for movie titles about an evil pro wrestler. The Mic Toucher.
Yeah.
Yep. The Macho Man Randy Sandwich. I think we're a question old.
That would have
That'd
won
be funny
last
though. Oof. The Vince McMahon Story. Watch that on Netflix. It's pretty.
That's a good, yeah.
And Donald Thump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Mic Toucher because it made me laugh the most.
Yeah,
You
let's
knew-
go.
All right, so Lund has 2, Ted has 1, everyone else has 0. Now Lund is going to read his.
All right, we're looking for a movie about a down and out monster.
It'll
Oscar
help.
the Grouch, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula.
Yeah, give me more ideas. Yeah.
You're helping
You
your
always think of
competition.
current movies.
I mean, Oscar the Grouch.
Literally none of those are current.
All right, Lund, this is about.
We're looking for a movie about a down and out monster. This one's pretty good. P. Diddy.
Holy shit.
I wish I was that clever.
Oh, man.
Frankensad. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty good. Whoever came out, that's good. Cracula. Oh, that's very clever. Monsters Sink.
I was going to write that and I didn't.
Monsters Sink. Oh, I like that one.
Oh, no, I should have wrote it. Imagine if 2 of us wrote it.
I have to go with P. Diddy
Yeah.
though. I laughed the most.
See,
That was the
you
most.
read TMZ.
That was the most topical. Frankensad was a close number 3.
Aaron said Dracula and then Cracula came
Yeah.
right
Dracula's
to
pretty
mind.
good.
I don't mean to put pressure on Kevin or Aaron, but one of you two is going to finish in last
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Or if it's a tie, then maybe you're just.
That's fine if I finish
Yeah.
last, as long as I finish.
Oh,
I like that attitude. Sometimes it's not even about finishing; it's just about playing the game.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But finishing is better.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Sometimes it's a destination.
Yeah, I know. This is just what guys say who aren't good at sex. Okay. All right. This is this should be wide open, I hope. Give me a movie about a celebrity farm animal.
All right. It's not my best work, but truly nothing tonight has been.
You never know, though.
Yeah.
I know.
I handed in one after like 24 minutes and
Yeah.
said this is a throwaway
True.
and I won.
Mile High Martian is a movie I would watch.
Yeah.
You were in tough to beat P Diddy though.
Yeah.
That was.
I thought
fair.
Cracula was great.
I thought
too.
that
Yeah,
that
it
was
was-
that, honestly,
it was
that was my
nice.
number 2.
Yeah, it was nice.
The monster
That was the best
Sink one
play on a
was-
monster, but
Yeah.
the P did, and I knew that was Andrew instantly.
I didn't know who it was.
Why?
Because that's your wit.
I've never heard Andrew say anything funny.
Ouch.
Okay, Frank and Sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
this is so bad it might win. This is a movie about a celebrity farm animal. Simon Cowell.
Yeah, fair.
Like the cow elf.
Oh yeah.
Bacon, the story of Babe.
Could have just gone with Kevin Bacon.
The Adventures of Timothy Chalamet.
Why is everybody into cows?
They're hot right
They're
now.
farm animals.
There are other farm animals.
What is Tom Moose?
Tom Cruise.
Oh,
That's
A lot of
actually
cows.
funny.
I thought this was going to turn
Thanks,
out a little
Meryl
bit-
Sheep, but Tom Moose is just
Tom
fine.
Moose. Okay, now I get it. Tom Moose.
Oh, I think we know
Go
who's
fuck
who's.
yourself.
Well, I kind of now that it was explained to me, I like it, but
Those are the best jokes.
Should have went with Will Ferrell hogs.
Yeah, you should have.
I think I gotta go with Simon Cowell.
It's me.
Oh no, I don't win. I forgot Andrew had one.
All right, so Andrew gets the point there, which means we have a tie for first and a tie for last. Strybosh and coworker Aaron tied for last. Andrew and Lund for first. So we're gonna do one more since I am just right in the middle. We are going to do a tiebreaker, and I'm gonna rank them. So that way, if you rank above the person you're tied with, you win. It's that simple. So we're gonna do a movie about a love-struck chef.
It's not good. I'm going to be
You
buying
just have
all
to be
drink
better than
tickets.
Kevin.
I don't think I will be.
In the aggregate, I've been much better in this whole game.
Yeah.
You always are. Your wordplay
Were you,
is.
were you the babe one last time?
I was a babe.
Oh,
one.
that was pretty
Yeah.
bad. Here we go. This is a big tiebreaker. I'm going to rank them. This is a movie about a love-struck chef. Is this supposed to be Gordon Ramsay? The bear hug. The bear, okay. Gordon Ramsay's meat cute. Baking a bun in her oven. It's actually... I have to go with Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, champion.
God. I don't
Ramsay.
know.
That's my chair, baby.
Then I'm going to go with... it's tough between two of them.
Because they're all bad.
May not matter. I'm going to go with Gordon Ramsay's meat cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Aaron, but I liked baking a bun in her oven.
Honestly, I did too.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, well.
All right.
Well,
Aaron,
congrats, Andrew.
You rarely ever play games, Aaron, and when you do, you lose.
Yeah.
Andrew gets the winner's throne
The throne.
next
All right.
episode.
Now you have to
Looking
Show up.
forward to it.
All right. Well, that was a very long recording at the very least. So, really quick, let's wrap things up with everyone's final thoughts, if you have any.
No.
You just us being a sore loser, or you just
Oh,
wanna go
no,
home?
I've been a distraction this entire time. I'm just trying to get us out of here.
If it's fair, Andrew's been worse.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad I can contribute.
Hey, but congrats on the win.
Thanks. Yeah. First
You got
win.
in everyone's head.
Always be thankful you have 2 working Achilles tendons and run on your own side of the path.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Sage
Left
advice.
shoulder to left shoulder.
I could just sit here forever. This chair is very comfortable.
Mhm.
This is a much better setup.
It has
so-
been forever.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with tonight.
Yeah, good. And you had some good rum.
Yeah. Oh, delicious,
Always
rum.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you again. I think it's awesome to be in the new studio. And as always, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Bo's Bar and Stage. Of course, Riley, for having us at this brand new location of Communal Creative Studios. Thank you again to our episode 45 sponsor, the Alberta Food and Beverage Expo, and to Chris Meilleur for coming in to chat with us about this year's event. Again, that's Saturday, April 5th from 4 to 10. Tickets are $25 at the door, $20 if you buy them online from eatdrinkalberta.com. And if you're there, you're maybe going to see if Lund can do 50 booths or bust.
And if you're not there, I'm sure we'll talk about it later.
Yes, that's very true. If you haven't already, make sure you're following us on social media. I'm going to do this really quick. If you're a new listener or viewer, everything, all of our previous episodes are anywhere you get your podcast or on YouTube as well. And that's it. So as always, thank you to you for tuning in once again to the Oh Dear podcast. For Ryan Lund, Andrew Russell, the athlete Kevin Strybosh, and co-worker Aaron, this order is way different than what I imagined when I wrote this. But I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.